Hello everyone and welcome to Build Up to a Good Game. We are just over an hour away from kickoff. It's West Ham United against Lyon in the quarter-final of the Europa League. Now the teams are out already because it's UEFA night, because Europa League night, teams are out already. We're going to get straight into the West Ham starting 11 and it's as expected. Essentially, we were sort of the only position we're really up for grabs was the right back. Is Johnson fit and so on and so forth. Turns out he's not. So let's get the West Ham team up on the screen now. Areola in goal with our back four: Ryan Fredericks, Craig Dawson, Kurt Zouma, and Aaron Creswell. We've got Rice and Souček in midfield, along with Fornals, Bowen, Ben Rama, and Mikel Antonio up front. Like I said, it sort of picks itself, to be honest with you. I think the right back one's the only area of concern for me, really. I've had a look at the bench already. We'll get on to it. But Johnson and Soufal are both on the bench, which a bit of a strange one for me. So clearly, Johnson and Soufal, clearly none of them are fit enough to play 90 minutes. Right, okay, fine, I accept that. Could they not have had a half each, maybe? Bear in mind, if we've got 5 substitutions, it's a Europa League, so we've got 5 subs we can make. Could we not have given one of them, Ben Johnson, maybe the first half, and then substituted him for Soufal as and when we needed to? I think Frederick split a lot of fans' opinions after Sunday. I thought he had a decent enough game. But I think a lot of his highlights, his good tackling, that came almost as a result of something he had done incorrect beforehand. So he'd lose possession and then run back and recover the ball really well. So I was like, well done. However, you caused it. Pardon me. Crikey, I've all of a sudden need a drink. Anyway, but yes, so Johnson's on the right. Areola and goal, as we expect. Zouma and Dawson at the back. Creswell was arguably a man of match on Sunday, coming into this in good form. And then the rest of the team just picks itself. So we need a few big performances. And I thought, like so Ben Rama and Antonio played really well on Sunday, so they can continue that form going forward into this one. We'll be all right. I'm very confident that we're going to score. Really, really confident that West Ham will score at least one this evening. I think we might need to score 2. I think we need to win tonight as well. A draw is okay. I mean, in some respects, even if we were a goal down, it's not the end of the world. The tie isn't over. It would only be half time. If West Ham were to win by a goal, we would all say it's only half time. Don't get carried away. We need to apply that if we somehow lose by a goal tonight. I appreciate it's the second leg is away from home, so on and so forth. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good tonight, guys. Anyway, hello everyone and welcome to the show. That's the West Ham team. If you're joining me, make sure you drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Get involved in the live chat. I need you all in the live chat to get active. Charlie will be taking over for me in a little bit. I'll have a little interactive with Charlie, then he'll take over. I'll get the Lyon team up in a minute. Before we do, if you're new to this type of show, we do it before every single West Ham United game. Take a look at the lineups. We'll do a little bet. Hopefully give someone a bit of money. And then we'll get interactive with the live chat as well. So on and so forth. Charlie will be doing the watch along, so he'll be here for the game. Then I'll be back at full time with the review. So we've got everything you need right up until bedtime tonight, unless you're somewhere around the world, maybe morning for you. So good morning. Mark is suggesting that he thinks we need a 2-goal lead to take to France. I think one will do. Just any win will do me. And Wacko says that he's got a sneaky feeling Ben Rama's in for a big game. I think he's been playing quite well recently, hasn't he, Ben Rama? I think he's done. Thought he had a good game against Everton. I thought his first half, he was excellent. I thought second half wasn't quite as good, but I thought the first half was really, really good. Anyway, let's take a look at the Lyon team. Now, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to butcher some of these pronunciations, but I'm going to do my best. Let's take a look and get up on the screen. You're probably better off just reading it, to be honest with you. But I'll read out as much as I can. Lopez in goal with their back four of Augusto, Boateng, Lukeba, and Emerson. The midfield pairing, according to Charlie, I've asked him, is Ndombele and Mendes. Dembele up front. We all know Dembele. And then behind him, they've got Paqueta, Aouar, and Favre. How did I pronounce it? I'm not going to talk too much about the Lyon team because I don't know enough about them. Okay, so Charlie did a video with the Euro expert yesterday who made me feel a bit more confident, actually. I shouldn't have watched it. Shouldn't have tuned into it. But it was nice to get a little insight into them as well. I was going to say something, but I forgot. Oh, the West Ham bench. I forgot it, haven't I? Let's very quickly take a look at the West Ham bench. Here we got Fabianski, Randolph, Elise, Diop, Soufal, Masuaku, Johnson, Dobokal, Yarmolenko, Vlasic, and Perkins. That's the West Ham team there for you. And there's both the starting 11s on the screen for you there as well. So, like I said, West Ham team's good. The old team, can't say too much about it. Camby is the only one that I'm sort of a notable absence from my limited knowledge, but he's on the bench for Lyon this evening. Harry saying Aouar is so good. Watch out for him. I've done that mistake. I don't like watching highlights because they never show the real thing, do they? I don't like it. Highlights. That's why when West Ham get linked with a player I've never heard, I will not go and watch his highlight videos on YouTube. Gonzo does, and he falls for it every time because he thinks, oh, this guy looks good. Well, yes. Anyway, I fell for one today. I watched all of Lyon's goals scored in Europa League so far this season, and Aouar was involved in quite a lot of them. I noticed him. The bench, our bench is defensive. Noble is on the bench, pretty sure. Yeah, Noble's on the bench. Yeah, Noble's on the bench. Don't worry, Mark Noble is there. Don't worry. Yes. So my guys, I get why some people earlier were saying that he played really well against Everton. To me, that's our notable weakness this evening. If I was Lyon's manager, I'd be very much suggesting they go down the left-hand side and test Fredericks. And this is why I don't understand Johnson and Soufal on the bench. When he had one, I'd be like, right, okay, I get why we're starting Fredericks again. But to have both on there, I don't know. God knows. Anyway, right. We're going to get straight into the bet. Bugger it. We're going to get straight into the bet. What we're thinking, live chat, what we're thinking. So for those that are new, anything goes. But I'm putting in a West Ham win. So let me know who's going to score. Live chat, who's going to score this evening? Chuck in your thoughts into live chat. And I'll pick the most favourite one anyway. And what I will just say, where were we? Why am I not in the stadium? One, because I'm in my house, but without being sarcastic. A, I can't afford it, and B, I was in Newcastle earlier this week. A couple of nights ago, I was in Newcastle for a concert. I boobed a little bit. I booked the concert. The concert was booked for months, and then when the draw happened, I was like, "Oh, Lyon, happy days, home in the first night. Yep, that's fine." Then when I checked the dates, I thought, "Oh, bugger it, that's me knackered." However, I've already sorted the home tie for the semi-finals, so we should get there. Well, I hope we get there because I planned it. Yes, Dean. Dean is correct. The referee is a bit of a nutter. I think he averages 6 yellow cards per game, the referee. Obviously, Lanzini suspended tonight for those that aren't aware. Declan Rice is 1 booking away. So if Declan Rice gets booked tonight, he will miss the second leg. Right, let's see who you're all saying to score a goal. Bowen, Antonio, Souček, Bowen, Souček, Dawson, Bowen, Souček, Zuma, Souček, Bowen. It's Souček or Bowen, essentially. Nobody's going for Antonio. I'm Rob as well. Rob, I'm with you here. I feel like there's an Antonio goal coming. I think he's playing quite well, but most people are saying Souček or Bowen, so I'm going to go for Bowen because, well, I think he's got greater chances. Right, who's going to get booked? Right, we're going for someone to get a yellow card. Who are we wanting? From now on, put in who you think is going to get a yellow card. No goal scorers from now on. And I hope you're wrong, Darren. We cannot have a yellow card for Declan Rice tonight. I don't fancy the second leg without him, regardless of what the score was. I know we've done okay without him in the past, when Declan's been missing. But we played Watford away this season. It's not really a good barometer, is he? Right, yellow cards. We've got Rice, Fredericks, Dawson, Fredericks, Dawson. I was wanting Fredericks, but his odds are so skinny. He's almost like guaranteed to be booked according to the bookies tonight. And my concern with Fredericks, right, is he's probably going to get subbed. We've got 5 subs to make. We've got 2 right backs on the bench. Let's see what the Dawson one is, just to see if I'll go with popular. Majority says Fredericks. Let's put that in and player shot on target. We'll do Souček shot on target because everybody was saying him to score. Right, that'll do. £125. Right, 125 quid if this wins. Live chat now. The regulars of this build-up show know we now need a funny phrase. So people in the live chat put some funny phrases into it. please. I'll take you back in a minute while I read out what the bet is. So the bet for this evening, West Ham to win, Bourne to score a goal, Fredericks get booked, Souček to have a shot on target. That 4 things. That's all we need. Those 4 things. That's all. Those 4 things. To enter in the live chat, you have to put a phrase, which nobody's putting a funny phrase yet. I'm rubbish at these things. There you go. I'm having that. The Lion sleeps tonight. The Lyon sleeps tonight. I like that one. Put that one in there. The Lyon sleeps tonight. Put that in the live chat. You're into the draw. If that bet wins, someone wins 125 quid. The Lyon bench, I've seen some people asking if Tete is on the bench. He is. There's the Lyon bench. Pollersbeck, Bonnevet. You can read it. I'm not reading those ones out. But yes, Tete is their new signing that they got about 2 weeks ago from Shakhtar. I've seen some people suggesting it's wrong, the fact that he can be registered, but it doesn't bother me in all honesty. Them's the rules. And the problem is with the Premier League, not UEFA, it's the Premier League that have essentially said to West Ham and every other club, say you can't sign players from Ukraine and Russia, but obviously the French League said, yeah, you can, bring them in. I guess Lyon have got a bit fortunate. I guess they're taking advantage of something that's not great, but it doesn't bother me. It does not bother me too much that they were able to play Tete. Right, there you go. Everybody's getting into the live chat to enter. That's good. I'll give you my thoughts on the game. Then I'm going to get your thoughts as well. I'm feeling confident, right? I'll tell you what, though. I've been feeling confident all day, all week. I've been feeling confident. I've been looking forward to the game. I just think pressure's off us. I think we've done really well. And I know when I did the preview, there's some people said, well, I hope we can't have that mentality of we've done really well. I'm aware of that, but I'm not the manager of West Ham. I'm a fan. I like to think Moyes has got a different mentality, and they're saying to the players, we need to be in the same. Of course he does. I'm just saying as a fan, I'm proud of where we've come from. We're just short. What's the date? The 7th. We're 3 days short of 4 years since we had that massive protest against Burley, since there was fans on the pitch, people congregate under the owners, when Bubbles on the pitch with the corner flag. It's been nearly 4 years. We're in the quarterfinal of the Europa League, which is just mental. But anyway, all week, been really, really confident, no nerves whatsoever. And then in the last hour, the nerves have suddenly just slapped me in the face. The lineups came out in the UEFA app as well, read it, and then all of a sudden I started to feel a bit sick. And it's not my tea, it's nothing like that. I enjoyed my tea. My tea was nice, I enjoyed it. It's definitely not the cooking. But I'm starting to get a bit of stomach's knots for this game. I think we need to win. I'd be worried if we go to Lyon next week and we don't have the win. I'll worry a little bit. I think we need to go there after picking up the victory this evening. I'm almost not too fussed about the scoreline. 2-1, 3-1, 1-0. I'm not that bothered. I'll take anything. Any kind of win, I will take it going into next week, because I would fancy us to do what we did against Sevilla. I think tonight will be a continuation of the Sevilla game. I thought we were very similar of how we played both legs against Sevilla. Defensively responsible, I guess, but carrying enough attacking threat. Even in the second leg, 1-0 down after the first leg, even the second leg, we didn't throw a kitchen sink at Sevilla. We came out, we were responsible. We made sure we defended in numbers, but attacked with enough intent and enough in attack to carry them to give Sevilla something to worry about. And obviously, we've got the win. I think we'll see a continuation of that performance. I don't think we'll go gung-ho tonight, but at the same time, I expect us to carry a good enough threat. I'm very confident in both teams to score, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 3-2 or something stupid like this. Both teams are capable of scoring goals and also gifting goals. We've played quite well recently in the last couple of months. It feels like our performances have really picked up. But when Spurs attack ran at us, when Leeds' attack ran at us, in a similar way that Lyon will, we concede goals. However, we take advantage of dodgy defenses. We always do. We always play well. And when a defense is iffy and they come up against us, we score goals. So tonight I'm confident that West Ham will score. I'm also confident that Lyon will score, unfortunately. Anyway, let's see what you're all saying in the live chat. Keep your comments coming in. It can be about the West Ham team, the Lyon team, what's your feeling, how you guys feeling. Get everything into the live chat. I'm going to have a little read and start clicking on some comments, get them up on the screen and see what you're all saying. Right, you've all entered the bet. That's brilliant. Paul saying he's hoping Gonzo goes a bit easier on the Stella. Paul doesn't take Gonzo Stella. Gonzo can get drunk on 2 shandies. He doesn't even need proper pints. Just a shandy is enough for Gonzo to get drunk. I believe he's been responsible this evening. He's not drinking as much tonight, I believe. So we shall wait and see. Pringles are crisps. I think Pringles are crisps. Don't worry, I'm with that one. There we go. West Ham definitely need to win tonight. Right, let's see what else said. Here we go. Lewis says we've got to start well, take the initiative straight away. Hopefully we'll play them out of the game. I think they'll gift us. I think they'll gift us opportunities too. I think if we press them enough, put enough crosses into the box, I think their defence have got errors in them, and it's just a case of can we then take advantage of them. We will get chances tonight. We will get chances. Let's just hope it falls to the right people in the right places at the right time. Jamie says, Aouar is just ridiculous. He's worried about him. Al is not going to be easy tonight. Can see us only getting a draw. It's not the end of the world. Like, it depends on the context of it. You know, was it 3-3? Did we concede 2 in the last 10 minutes? Was it 0-0? It depends on the context of the draw. But I think as a result, it's not the worst thing in the world, is it? It'll be all right. Lewis also thinks that Dawson or Suchek is going to score from a corner, while Sai says Antonio's going to grab a couple. However, Dova says he doesn't think it's going to be a goal fest. 1-0 West Ham, and Will can't see Lyon scoring 3 in 2 games against us, so 2-0 would be awesome. NH says we should murder them on corners. We have a big height advantage. What I will say, if anyone's got Sky Bet, right, this is a bit long-winded. If you've got Sky Bet, they've enhanced Dawson to have a headed shot on target to 6-1, which I think is fantastic odds. When we play Brentford at the weekend, you'll get about 3-1 on that. So you're almost getting double the odds on Dawson to have a headed shot on target. That's all. It doesn't have to score, just get on target. But on my account, so it's £20 free bet on the Man City Liverpool game. So you put £20 on odds of 1 to 3 or greater, they give you a free bet. So I put 20 quid on Man City, got my £20 free bet, put that on Dawson header shot on target, then went on to my Man City bet and cashed out £20 back. Thank you very much. So essentially, I got a free bet on Dawson to have a headed shot on target. So you've got Sky Bet. It's worth checking out what offers are available to you. Apologies for that. Anyway, right, let's see what you say. Stop putting in score predictions. I don't like score predictions yet. I like to do it in one big go. You get your thoughts. I want your thoughts, your opinions. Jordan wants to see some vintage counter-attacking play today. Phil says, stop panicking. West Ham comfortably 2-0 winners. But he's had a bottle of red. Good man. You enjoy yourself. Addison says the crowd need to be rocking. They will be rocking. They will be. Scarborough is unbelievably nervous. Many toilet breaks throughout the day at work. The bench, here you go. I'll put the bench up for a minute. There you go. That's the West Ham bench there. Bonnie Hammer says Boateng's going to get sent into retirement when Antonio's finished with him. Who do I want in the semis if we get there? Either. Probably Frankfurt. I feel more confident on beating Frankfurt, but in all honesty, I'm not that bothered. The fact that we're in the semi-finals is mental, but we've got to get this done, haven't we? Fredericks must be playing as Moyes fears Lyon's pace. That's a good point. That's a fair point. Hopefully Rice doesn't play overly cautious with that potential yellow suspension in the back of his mind. That's also a very good point, actually, OC. Thank you. You've got me worried now. You've got me worried that Declan Rice will have that on his mind. Do you know something? I'm going to say I don't think Declan Rice will. I don't think Declan Rice will pull out of it. If you said to me, last minute of the game, regardless of suspension, last minute of the game, Lyon's on the counter-attack, who will take a yellow card for your team? Rice and Noble are the first two that come to my mind. I think Kurt Zuma would as well. Unfortunately, I think we've got too many players that would just run after them. But I think Rice would take a yellow card if he needs to. Hughes is saying they're pretty bad at corners, so we're hoping that our top players will take advantage as well. Does anyone know what their corner defense is like? I should really have looked up the stats. It's usually the kind of thing I do look it up. Jordan said Fredericks needs his biggest game in the West Ham shirt tonight. Lewis is getting on the Dawson bet. 6-1 is madness. It is madness. He is like a torpedo. I'm not Dawson's biggest fan. We all know that. But what I will say, he's our biggest threat when it comes to set pieces in the air. When he's in the box, I sit here hoping he's going to get the ball whipped in. My name's Gio. Gonzo's the other one. Gonzo's the shorter English one. I'm the slightly taller Scottish one. But yes, they may do. I don't think anyone from Sky Bet's watching this. Anyway, Stuart, I can't afford it. I was away earlier this week. I was up in Newcastle. Some of them had plans for months to go see Sam Fender. Love Sam Fender. Good gig. So when the draw happened and we were at home the first time, it was just a no-go. I was never getting there today. Can't afford it either. So just one of them. Because when I go, I either have to come straight back after the game and get home at like 4 a.m. maybe, and it's quite a long drive, or stay over and then come back the next day, which isn't the end of the world. But tomorrow, I go up to Scotland. I go back to Scotland tomorrow as well. It was just never happening, unfortunately. If we were away tonight and home next week, I'd be there next week. But it's just the way the draw worked out, unfortunately. Rob says it's a must win. And we have it 3-0. Marcus, I hope you're right. Wayne says he thought tonight was going to be easy when the draw happened. Then he remembered, then he realised Olympique Lyonnais was actually Lyon. That's interesting. Are you aware that West Bromwich Albion is actually West Brom? Do you know when the FA Cup draw comes round? Not that I would make too much bother. Even if you thought it was someone else, you'd be all right. Right, let's see what you're all saying. Harrison thinks Yarmolenko's going to score again. Scarborough says Antonio's going to rip him to shreds. And Mike said, don't think they would be used to a deep pressing team. Michael says he's missing it because he's been dragged to a medieval night because it's his daughter's birthday. Got to do these family things, ain't you? Chippy said Moyes will try and suck him in and slip in the back door when they're overextended. And Jordan says, could we see a more attacking Rice in defence of Souček because of his yellow card? No, I don't think so. I think at the end of the day, you've got to listen. If it's hypothetical, of course, if Rice got suspended and missed the next game, it'd be a huge loss. But this is where you have a duty as a club to make sure your squad depth is good enough. And you've got to trust Mark Noble next week if Rice was missing, regardless of what the result is tonight. I hope we don't see a compromised declaration. I don't think we will. I think Rice would happily miss the second leg if it meant we were in a good position to qualify for the semi-finals. I think the only thing would be if we were losing, if we were 1-0 down, I think you might then see a cautious Rice because it's a bit different then, isn't it? You're almost getting booked and suspended and you've not got anything to show for it. So it's an interesting one. Mr. Barlow's in happy. I think everybody does have faith, by the way. I think most people are predicting wins here. Lewis thinks Rice Noble will come on fight. I don't think so. Unless we're 2-0 up, Moyes won't take him off. Table soccer. Don't know much about Lyon this year, but from here, they're a good side, but inconsistent. He's confident at home. Big win today and shut up shop for the away leg. So I hope we go for it. I agree. Do the yellow cards get wiped out in the semi for the semi-final? Yes. So anybody that's on one yellow card tonight, Hamilton. So Creswell, Dawson, we've got a few players on one. If they get booked tonight and then they get booked in the second leg, they will miss the first leg of the semi-final. However, if they're whatever they're on, if they're on two, basically, if you get into the semi-final and you play the first leg, you can't get suspended for the second leg or the final unless you get sent off, right? So everybody goes back to 0. But if you get suspended for the first leg of the semi-final, it counts. I hope that makes sense, right? But Rice is the only direct issue at the minute, and depends on who gets booked tonight. Depends on if there's anyone at risk for the semi-final. Hope that makes sense. Right, what we're saying. Darwin says Antonio needs to bully the defence to create space for Bowen. Not a fan of Ben Rama. I think it's make or break tie for him. No yellow for King Rice. I am a lot taller than Gonzo. It's not because I'm tall, by the way. I am not tall. Gonzo is just like... Do you know David Sullivan? Of course you know Dave. That's Gonzo. Gonzo is just really short. Yes, I think we will. I think we'll miss Lanzini. I think we missed him on Sunday. I think we'll miss him tonight as well. Lanzini just suits European football. He's probably our most European football player, if that makes sense. Chris says he's just seen Gonzo and he's wobbly on his feet. I'm not surprised. Anyway, Will says no one hold it against me for being Scottish. I'm not too bothered. I quite like being Scottish, actually. I was just saying this the other day to someone. I said if I could if you could pick your nationality, knowing what you know now in regards to the world and where you're from, what nationality would you pick? I would still pick Scottish. Anyway, Richard, I'll have a confession. I have a confession, right? I can't drive. I don't have a driver's license. I've got a provisional one just for identification purposes. I can't drive. I've just never had any motivation to learn. I've always been able to walk to where I need to get to, and I've just never really been arsed by it. So I can't. So when I say, by the way, when I say we'll drive back home tonight, Mrs. G would have to come with me, wait for me, and drive me back home. That's why I couldn't go tonight. I can't drive, and I wasn't walking home. Right, let's see what we're saying. Kevin's on the bet. Thank you. Good man. I hope it's not too bad. Hope it wins. Moby is hoping you can find a decent stream. Moby, don't you worry. Charlie will be along very soon, and Charlie may know somewhere you can go to find something, because Charlie also needs a good stream. Sam Fender concert was fantastic. Doesn't have enough songs, but when Will We Talk Tonight? Ooh, what a tune! My favorite tune. Right, let's keep going. Let's get back to West Ham stuff. I'm scrolling. Here we go, Jordan. This is. I like this context. The other side. Rob's saying the same thing. Centre backs are on a booking. Both Lyon centre backs are on a booking. Right, here we go. Right, everyone's live chats now. Everybody, get your get your score prediction. Get your score prediction into live chat. That's what I'm trying to say. Yes, stick around. We will tell you in a minute. All right, don't go anywhere. We'll tell you where. You need to be in Sky Bet Club, right? So let me just load up your app. Where's my Sky? Right, so if you load up your Sky Bet app, if you go into Sky Bet Club, let me try to show you. So if you go into Sky Bet Club at the very bottom, next to home, you've got Sky Bet Club. Click on that. If you scroll down, it's there. Look, there it is. You can. I know it's all blurry, but you can see what it is. You can see Dawson on his knees, 6-1. Add that. You can click that. It puts you into your bet slip. Done. Happy days. Right. Let's see what you're all saying. Right, here we go. Here's the score predictions. Sharky 2-0. Moby is 3-1. Harry's 3-1. Wacko is 2-0. Jordan is 4-1. Tori, am I over COVID? He moved to France, adopted Lyon, but he's climbing blue through and through. Big win for the Hammers. He's going 4-1. Yes, I think I am. I think I'm over COVID. I've noticed that at the start I was a bit, but I don't know. In all honesty, Tony, I don't even know what COVID is anymore. When I tested positive last Saturday, it was the Saturday after the Sevilla game, right? So I went to Cheltenham, West Ham, then I was in Wales for a night, and then on the Saturday I tested positive for COVID. It didn't feel like COVID; it just felt like the flu. So I'm not even sure what COVID is anymore. Anyway, back on topic. Harrison's 2-1 West Ham. Fortune's always hiding 2-0. Debbie is 2-1. Orc is 2-0. Hatchie's 1-1. Justin's 3-1. Iron is 2-0. Logan's 3-0. Rywish is 3-0. James is 2-1. Will's 2-0. Stuart's 3-1. Si's 2-1. Richard's 2-0. While Will's 3-1. Mice is 3-0. Derek's 2-0. Chippy 3-2. 3-0 says Max. Oh, everyone's going for West Ham wins. I like it. Usual suspects 3-1. John says at least we're after Masracker on the bench. Hopefully we can get him on as long as we're 4 goals up and playing in injury time. I knew there was a joke coming, right, John? I thought you were going to say hopefully we can get him on for Lyon. I knew there was a joke coming somewhere though. Daniel says 3-1, while Weston says 4-1. Needs to score in both halves. Lawrence wants Barca in the next round. 2-0 tonight. Lee's 2-1. Dave G is 4-1, 3-1, 2-0, 1-1, 2-1. 2-1, 3-1, 3-1. 3-1's most popular. 3-1 is the live chat. Do you know something? The live chat was nearly bang on Sunday against Everton. You all fancied Michael Keane to get booked. I didn't do it, and he ended up getting sent off. The most popular score was 3-1. Obviously, we only won 2-1. But you had the whole West Ham win. Both teams scored. The live chat was good for the gambling on Sunday. That's why I've stuck with what you're saying tonight. I wasn't switching anything up. Right, let's get back to see what some of these are saying. Paul's 2-0. Ray's 3-2. Rich is 4-1. Everything's clicking. He says Teapot's 3-1. Ben's 2-0. Graham's 3-1. Canada says 3-1 Hammers. Liam said he had a dream of 1-4-0. Get your money on that then. Rue BMF is 4-0, while Gads is 2-1. 1-1 is Tovey. 2-0. 2-0. Crosshammer's too nervous to say. Oh, come on. It's not going to change anything. I promise you. Do you know when you say something, someone says, oh, you better not jinx it. Trust me, it will not. What you say, Crosshammer, will not impact what happens this evening. Unless you run on the pitch, it will not change anything. Chris is 3-0. Heard it here first. Sorry, Chris, I didn't. There's quite a lot of people before you that said 3-0, but I will happily say Chris Taylor was correct. Ryan's 3-1. 2-1, 3-0, 4-2. Well, I'm going to stop going through them in a minute because my throat is drying up and nobody's tuned in to see me sort of sit here and read out score predictions. But Ryan's 3-0. Right, let me skip to the end. And for some reason, my was said unless you step on a butterfly, which is different. Anyway, in the preview, I said 2-1 West Ham. I'm going to stick with 2-1 West Ham, partly because I'm stubborn, but more importantly, because I think that is what the score will be this evening. We carry a big threat from our set pieces. I've seen lots of people saying they're quite small, and I've seen that earlier today as well. And I was meaning to look it up, and I forgot. But what I'm going to do now, really badly, probably, going to have a little look at the French league and see how they are for conceding goals. Here we are. Right, goal situations. Oh, that's 4. I went against. Oh, I always panic when I do these things live on air. This is why I need Charlie sometimes. Team statistics. Defensive. No, that's not it. Oh, here we are. Okay, I found it. Okay, panic over. I found it here. Here we go. Right. Goals against, set pieces. Where are we? Lyon, where are you? They're 11. They've conceded 8 goals from set pieces, which is average. That's not as inspiring. Anyway, sorry about that. I was hoping for a bit more of an exciting statistic there from Lyon. Jordan says we're going to make them look like kittens at set pieces, while Crate says that Fredericks is a brave choice. George says if they do, we should have a shot at them 5 yards. Space Invaders like kid. Agree says early goings all over, but I would fancy us to win over there as well. Has he been biased? Nah, you're just being honest, mate. Ryan wants to see us go all out tonight. I know Moy says he wants to play it safe, but we need a good lead to take into the second. I just think we need a win. Yes, this is me, Astro. I agree with you. Any win is fine. 1-0, 2-1, 4-0, 5-0. It doesn't really matter. Obviously, 5-0 means ties over, but anything, just anything. They do have the Dembélés. They've got Dembélé up front, and then they've got the Dembélé in midfield. Yes, Lewis is 2-0. 2-1. 2-1. I said 2-1. 2-1. I said 2-1 West Ham. I'm sticking with it. I'm not going to lie, right? I'm feeling quite confident. It's not quite the same feeling as I had it before we played Sevilla at the London Stadium, because I just walked around just telling everyone that we were winning and the win felt inevitable. It doesn't quite have that feeling tonight. Tonight's more based on statistics and data than just gut feeling. Sevilla was just a gut feeling. We were winning and that was that. Tonight, I don't really have that feeling per se, but it's more looking at Lyon's season so far, our season, what they're good at and what we're good at. And I just feel like we're better than them. I seen that Lyon player, can't remember which one it was. He basically said our athletic side gives us an advantage going into the game, which I thought was a very strange thing for an opposition player to say. If you were to play someone like Barcelona and you were to pick out a player and say, well, that guy's going to cause us trouble, I have no problem with that, because naturally, well, you're correct, that guy is quite good. You are going to be worried by him. But to hear a player say the other teams more athletic. Just thought it was a very strange comment for somebody to say. It almost gave me a confidence boost, actually. Anyway, yes, Declan Charlito is doing the watch along. He'll be along. He's eating his tea at the minute. Actually, he was getting delivered. I don't know what he's having. We'll get clarity once he's on. But he's having his tea, and then he'll be on, and I'll disappear, and he'll be with you for the duration of the game. And I'll come back at halftime to join him for a little bit. No, Ashby's not, but he's back for the under-23s, Harrison Ashby. He's back for the under-23s, so he's returned from injury as well, actually. Leon says 3-1. Ashton Fast says, we are confident. He agrees with Moyes. We need to play it safe. There is a line, though, isn't there? There is a thing that's too safe. I actually think West Ham are better defensively when we attack. Does that make sense? I think when we sit back too much, I think that's when we cause problems for ourselves a little bit. I actually like it when we get the ball and get on their front foot and force teams back. I actually think that's a really good defensive strategy from us. That makes sense. Where will Lyon be? They're in the Premier League. I don't know, mate, to be honest with you. Do you know something? Tony, hang on. Tony Spike, you've adopted Lyon. Can you answer Jordan's question, which is where would they finish if they were in the Premier League? I've always got the impression the Premier League is stronger than the French League, so I would expect Burnley to be comfortable in the French division. Not the same European football or anything still like that, but just not in the relegation battle as they are now. But Tony, Spike, you answer that. Thank you. Lee says, don't go chasing any balls and losing our heads. See, do you know something? This is what I was trying to say about the Sevilla game, both of them, especially the second leg, given that we're a goal down, the home fans are there cheering them on. It would have been, that's the game that would have been easy for us to lose all sorts of composure and concentration and just try and throw the kitchen sink at them. We didn't do that. We came out with very disciplined, very organised, very responsible, very sensible. And I think we'll see that again tonight. I think we'll see a very, very well-organised West Ham team with almost like the baby veins on them a little bit. So we'll just calm down. Defensive side first kind of thing. Right, Spike, you better have replied. No, Spike's not replied. Sorry, Jordan. I thought Spike would give you a bit of a lowdown on Lyon, but obviously not. Dan says Charlie's getting delivery of baby bells. A cheese freak he is. I can see Charlie now. He's getting ready, and I think he's saying that no, he's not had that. Moby's asking what time's Charlie on? Can he use a stream link? He'll be on in a minute. He's just finishing touches, I think. Then he's going to jump on. Kat says new subscriber watching from his desk. Hello, Kat. Buzzing right now. 2 from Jared Bowen tonight. We'll have a bit of that. Right, Charlie. How can somebody find a stream for the game?
If you look in the description below, you'll see a bit there that says join our Discord. You click on that. It's completely free to join. It's a Hammers chat, West Ham community, but fans of all clubs are welcome. Get involved in that, and there's a bit on the left-hand side called Stream Links. Click on that, and I can't say for certain, Gio, but I'm pretty certain you'll be able to find what you're looking for.
There may be links in there to streams.
There may be. I don't. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
Anyway, Jordan, Tony Spike. Jordan, this is for you. Tony says 14th. We're too diverse in the Premier League. They don't come up against teams like us. Sorry, I'm trying to cook dinner. Lol. What are you having, Tony? What are you cooking? Huh?
Good question. I'm intrigued. Right. I'm sold on this. I want to know. I want to get to the end of this mystery now. You know.
Anyway, before I disappear, Charlie, how are you feeling ahead of the game?
Good. I'm all right. You know, like I'm looking at it. I think that's arguably their strongest team, barring 1 or 2 players. You're looking at Toko Ekembe. You're looking at your. I mean, Tete scored when he came on the other day, so maybe Tete. But outside of that, I mean, this is practically their strongest team. But to be honest with you, their style suits us. I'm all about styles match up. Styles makes fights and all that boxing. It's true in football as well, and the style matches us, right? They want to come at us. They want to do all their mad tiki-taka nonsense. They want to step to us. They want to make it as difficult as possible. But defensively, they are not good. They are not good. And we are a David Moyes side. We set up to counter-attack, and this is perfect for us. And that's giving me a lot of confidence. It's giving me a lot of confidence, Gio. Like, well, I'm not sitting here thinking it's going to be a breeze. Because I think, look, listen, when you come up against a team who are that good going forward, there's a reason why they've got to the quarterfinals of the Europa League. They may be absolutely shot in the league, but they've done the business in Europa League, right? But there's a reason why we're here as well, just as much. And we're it's mad. I feel wrong saying it. We are a more well-rounded team than Lyon are by a significant distance. I'm not going to lie about it.
Right, before I go, what's your score prediction? I'm saying 2-1 West Ham. What are you saying?
Oh, I was going to say 2-1, but I don't want to copy you. So
you can copy. If that's your genuine, that's your feeling. Go for it.
no, I was going to no.
I don't want a compromise prediction. I want
We don't
your
sit.
genuine.
We don't sit. Yeah, but we don't sit on fences here. Either you have to be right or I have to be right. This is combative, Gio. I would have said 2-1, but because you've said that, screw it. I'm backing the boys 2-0. No goals conceded.
Right.
That's a bit mad from me, but I'm going for it.
I was going to go. I'm clicking on this, then I'm going because I want to go get a drink and stuff and get ready for the game, right? But look what Tony's cooking: salmon and fresh cream and herbs with roast potatoes.
Ooh.
He must have Boris Johnson round or something.
Tony's going to town, bruv. Jeez.
Anyway.
I could go some roast
Right.
potatoes.
Charlie, I'll see you at halftime, my friend.
Thank you very much. I'll see you then. Thank you, Gio. And thank you, everyone, for joining. But most importantly, thank you to Stuart Morris Accountants. You're accounting professionals, right? They do maths, so you don't have to because maths sucks. So get them to do it for you, whether you need corporate, business, whether you need personal, whatever you're vibing. Based in Ilford, West Ham fan ran. That's why they hooked us up. That's why they make this all possible. So thank you, of course, to Stuart Morris Accountants. But how are you all? I'm kind of vibey today. I'm feeling it. I've got confidence. I don't know. It's nice. It's exciting. Quarterfinals, Europa League. Come on. Good to see you, Stuart. Hope you're well, my friend. Skits, good to see you as well. Deckers, quick maths. No messing, bruv. No messing. For those of you asking what I ordered, it's McDonald's, and I just shoved it in my face unbelievably quickly. You can see the remnants of the drink there. I had a hot chocolate. So that's probably just going to come back up over time when we get nervous. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's start with the obvious question. The first question we always ask on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the least confident possible, 10 being the most confident possible. How confident are you of a West Ham result tonight? We are playing tonight, Ray. Mad, isn't it? Mad, isn't it? Lee, good to see you, my friend. How are you, sir? I hope you're well. Hope you're good. Everyone subscribe to Lee. Everyone subscribe to Lee Station if you haven't already. Big Leeds plays from Lee. And of course, the whole disabled team as well. Joan, good to see you as well. Joan, I saw you say hi and it skipped past. I can't find you now, Joan. Joan, good to see you. I hope you're good. I hope you're well. While you lot get in with that, let's have a quick look at these teams in case you haven't already. Let's just get involved with that quickly. West Ham lineup as such: Areola, Frederick, Zuma, Dawson, Cresswell, Rice, Souček, Bowen, Benrahma, Fornals, Mikel, Antonio. About as expected you're ever going to see. The one change in there is arguably Frederick's potentially. You'd maybe want a Kufal or a Johnson starting, but hey, huge opportunity for him. I'm relatively confident in him as well. Going forward, especially counter-attacking going forward. I think that's a big play. To be honest, Fredericks. We'll see how the rest of it goes. In defense, on the bench, not defense. Fabianski, Randolph, Elisi, Diop, Kufal, Masuaku, Johnson, Crowell, Noble, Vlasic, Yarmolenko, Perkins. So, hey, if it's going horrendously, we can still sub on Kufal or Johnson. Let's have a look at some of these numbers, shall we? Dem kids that bake. 9 out of 10, 2-0. Love that. A solid 7. Who's better, Milenkovic or Worrell? Milenkovic, probably. I'd be happy with either, but Milenkovic, probably. He'd obviously probably cost significantly more than Worrell as well, to be fair. Charlie, I'm a solid 9, though. I am drunk. Harry, I respect it, my friend. I respect it. Help me, Boo, coming through with an 8. Evening, Charlie, 7. I'm on the confidence scale. Kevin, all good to see you. Big plays. I can respect a 7. 6 is JD, a little bit more hesitant than a lot of other people, but I can feel that. Woody, for example, 7, but struggling to get up for it for some reason, possibly because it's the first leg. That's fair. That's fair. I think it's going to be a big scene, but I can respect that logic. I'm just up for it because it's Lyon. Come on. Quarterfinals. Let's go. 7, 11. Going to smash them. 9.5. Positive 8. If Lyon were in the Prem, I'd say they finished 13th. Was that a conversation that was going on before? Depends what Lyon. Lyon this year, probably. No, wait. 9, says Ray, after hitting a 10. Well, 9, then 10, then no, wait, 9. I can respect it. Sharky saying a 7. Sharky, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. 7, 8.5. Virgin on a 9. 7, 6, 7, 7, 9.5, 7, 4, says Irons J. Gee, all right. Mulch Mike, yes, it is a goal for sure. Good to see you for a start, sir. It is. It's a Garfield Orange Cassidy shirt. Freshly squeezed. Orange Cassidy, the rest of it is Garfield. I hate Garfield. I do not like Garfield. but my girlfriend got it for me. Speaking of Mulchmite, by the way, this is what I was going to show before. If you haven't already, make sure if you're looking for a link for the description for the show, scroll down into the description, join our Discord, click on that, free to join, Hams Chat, West Ham community, anyone can join, scroll down, left-hand side, stream links, get involved. Also, while you're there, get involved with the score predictions table thing we've got going on there at the moment. Definitely go and get involved with that. We're building it up for a sort of a thing right now. So make sure to go over there and check that out. Mulchmite made that graphic. If you haven't already, subscribe to Mulchmite 128. Thank you very much, sir. I hope you're well. 8, 7, 8, 9 out of 10, 2-0. Says them kids. That bake was starting where we ended. McFlurry's on. No McFlurry. No chicken nuggets, fries, chocolate milkshake. But it was a 20-piece chicken nugget meal. But we shared it between me and my girlfriend. So I had like 14, 13 or something like that. 8, 7, 7, 10, 6, 8, 8. Confident. Love that. 7, 9, 9, 10, 6, 6, 11. I hope you're well, bro. I hope you're well. All right, let's carry on with the teams. Lyon line up as such. And I'll try and give you all of the knowledge I have on Lyon. I don't have much, but I'll try and give you at least a little bit. I'm just scrolling through to sort of see where we were. Give me a second. I'll find it a second. Lyon line up as such. Anthony Lopez in goal. Gusto Boateng, Luke Butt, and Emerson at the back. Things to be aware of there. Obviously, Jerome Boateng, former Bayern Munich, former Man City centre-back. Very old. I'm not going to say past it, because if I'm being honest, Eurox on the video yesterday said past it. I wouldn't go that far, but certainly nowhere near his prime. And of course, Emerson, former Chelsea left-back, who I thought they should have kept, to be honest with you. I think he's good left-back. He just never got a chance there. But I think he's decent. You've got a double pivot there of Mendes and Ndombele, who are... Mendes is a defensive midfielder. Thiago Mendes, decent. Ndombele, box-to-box midfielder, who basically wishes he was an attacking midfielder. It's attacking. Then you have Ferve, Paqueta, Aouar in behind Moussa Dembele. Now, the name I want to bring up to you, Luca Paqueta. I love this guy. He's so good. Now, obviously... Aouar, we know about Aouar. Aouar, incredibly good attacking midfielder. He's been linked with clubs all over the continent for a little while now. You have to respect it. He's a very, very good player. But Paqueta, he is a baller. He is Kaka. He is so. I love this guy. And he gets involved with defensive work as well. He's so good going forward, good on the ball. I'm just going to say we're going to be seeing a lot of Paqueta tonight. He's the key here for this Lyon side, in my opinion. Their bench, Pollersbeck, Bonneville, De Silva, Denier, Henrik, Dubois, Rennie Adelaide, Bacola, Kadewere, Tete, and Toko Ekembe. The ones you need to look out for here, Toko Ekembe, top goal scorer in the Europa League so far this season. He can play up front. He can play on the wing. He'll tend to play out wide most of the time, so he could be coming on for Aouar probably. He could do favour as well, I guess, but he's probably going to come on at some point, especially if they're down and want to be taking it to it. Tete, he is on loan there from Shakhtar Donetsk. They joined as part of the Russia-Ukraine loan agreement thingy that's going on at the moment. Came on and scored in his debut against Angers. It's a very good goal as well. If you haven't seen it, I'd recommend you go and have a look. Rennie Adelaide. And then you might recognize, used to play for Arsenal Youth Academy boy, left, made his name in France, was doing really, really well, had a horrendous injury of late, and he's not really played. So I'd be interested to see if he comes on. Someone who looked like he'd made his name after leaving Arsenal, but that injury's done him in. Dene used to play for Manchester City, centre-back, not for a very long time, but exists regardless. Dubois, I just like... And De Silva, of course, former Manchester United fullback. But there you go. So those are the teams. Those are the lineups. If you needed them, I'll of course have them run across the bottom of the screen as well. But we can just go through it more. Let's have a look at some of these other out of 10s. I'm here, says Ben. Love to see that. Good to see you, sir. That's all we need. Just an announcement of an arrival, and then you're off. 7. No Lanzini on the bench. No, Lanzini is still missing after the car crash thing. So he's still missing after that. Where are we at? Where can we watch the game? Ryan, I assume you saw the graphic, but just in case, I'm going to play it again for you, sir. Just so you know, because there are places you can find that sort of stuff if you're looking for it. Let's have a quick score. Oh, is Lanzini suspended? We're getting a lot of Lanzini suspended. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought he was missing off the thing. Fair. Then ignore everything I just said. About 7 on the scale. Love that. Milenkovic is cheap. Yeah, but compared wages as well. And he's just received new contracts. He's going to be on very high wages. He wouldn't be as cheap as he was previously going to be. There's a lot of moving parts in the Milenkovic deal, which, if you look at it in its totality, would make it significantly more than the Worrell deal. I mean, just on wages alone, he's going to be on 3-4 times as much as Worrell is, for example. That's what I mean. I'm not saying he's Milenkovic in terms of his quality is probably quite cheap, and I would still go for Milenkovic over Worrell. But I'm just making the point. Madman, good to see you. Well, fry my frogs and call me Fredericks. How are you, sir? Hope you're well. Hope you're good. Fry my frogs. I was thinking about frogs the other day. No idea. Over 9,000. Love that. Appreciate it, but strongly disagree. Irons Mark 10, 6.9. Yes, nice. Will Carpenter 7.52. Hang on, 7.5253716 out of 10. Love that, Will. Tete, he's good. He's exciting. Young winger, 22, Brazilian. Explains exactly what kind of player you're thinking of. He plays on the right, will cut inside, have a blap like he did the weekend. Was it the weekend? I think it was the weekend. Good. He's a good player. There was some debate over whether or not he could play tonight, and he is because of the loan deal, but apparently he's having it 10 all day long. Love that. My trustworthy friend. Hope you're well. Hope you're good. Right, so where are we at? Let's scroll down. Let's get involved in the chat, because we're going to ask at this point for sub bingo. This is, of course, the game where we predict when David Moyes will make his first substitute. We are going to put the bench on the screen so you can see what we're working with here. All that counts is the minute, of course. But hey, if you've got the person, then get fancy with it. Sprinkle a little bit of sauce on it. I respect it. I'm, of course, going to go with 69 minutes as per usual. And I'm going to say straight up, easy as you like. You ready for this? Ben Rama off. Yarmolenko on. I think it's as easy as that. 69. I think it's as easy as that. Away goals are no longer a thing. T Hardware, they no longer count. Geraldine, good to see you. You're welcome here. Chill a little bit, but you're welcome here. Scott, good to see you. Kiss Moncolo and call me Kenny. How are you, sir? I hope you're well. Disagree with the M-bet as per usual, but I think we both know that. Hope you're well, though. Hope you are. Didn't see you in the last game. I was literally spoke to Madman about the fact that I couldn't see you. Had a whole conversation about it. A whole convo. I've heard that Deckers can't get booked this game, or he misses the second. That is true. He is on the brink of suspension. A yellow card would mean he would miss the next one. The second leg. He would also miss the semi as well. So let's say he didn't get booked today and got booked next week. I believe he would miss the semi-finals. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I believe that's how that works. I think that's how that works. I'm not entirely certain. Leo's here as well. I'm loving people just saying that they're here. Good to see you, Leo. Hope you're well. Hope you're good. Kufo on for Rice in 80th if we're 4-1 up. Let's scroll up and see where these began. Lot of Geraldine. 7-1. 71st minute, not 7-1. Jesus Christ. 71st minute says Leon. 73rd said Judas. I was about to call you Gio. Freudian slip there. 77. 71. It's good to see the Coles in it together. I'm super here for it. I love them as like a commentary combo, as like a punditry combo. I'm here for it. I'm really enjoying them in the Europa League. I can't lie. Happy to how you are. I'm all right. I'm good. I've been a little bit ill this week, but I'm fighting back. I'm coming back strong. And we're gonna have a good watch along today. I feel the vibes. No. We're getting some fire. And he's courting Danny Dyer. 65 minutes. Fredericks off for Johnson. That's probably a strong shot as well. Nibbles, to be fair. That's probably a very strong shot. Smash that like way. Yeah, let's get involved in the likes, guys. Let's get an early doors like spike. Do you know what I mean? Is it earned? You're damn right it's not earned. But let's get in there and let's get on it, right? 300 is the goal. We're on 186 already. So 300 feels doable. 300 feels doable. We've been doing it the last couple of games. Let's get it again. Unearned like spike. Look at that. It's gone up to 192. Let's go. Let's go. No, absolutely no worries, no earning whatsoever. We just get straight involved with it. 203, 215. Let's go. Let's go. I'm very excited. I'm not gonna lie. I am very excited. I've had a big couple of weekends in a row. Connor's bigging it up. WrestleMania happened, and then now that I've got SmackDown tomorrow. I'm just, I've eaten, which helps because usually when I do these, it's not eating at all. Baby Bell potato today. We have Baby Bells on tap. We have a bunch of Baby Bells in the fridge. So if it is necessary, if it is needed, if the chat feels like we're at the point of Baby Bell consumption, we can get involved. We can get involved. I'm hyped for this. I would buy Hammer's Chat Mo if there is any. I'm a super fan of the channel. Well, Ben, you'll be pleased to know that if you go into the description below, you can find a link to our online store, hammerchatstore.com. And there is stuff I have designed on there. There is stuff Young Tom has designed on there. There's stuff Rebecca has designed. There's look, I've done bits. They've done bits. You know what I mean? They've done good work. So go over there, have a look. We've got a bunch of new stuff that's coming out. So make sure to go and have a look at that because we got a drop, as they call it in the game, a drop happening. Yes, someone did the incredible merch that you have. In fact, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, now we're here. Let's just go through it, shall we? Let's just do hammerchatstore.com, right? Let's just hang on a second, everyone. We'll get there. Give me a sec. Where's the button I'm looking for? I'm looking for this one, bow. Right? And we could go over to the store itself, hammerchatstore.com. There's bits and pieces that you need to get involved with, including right. We've got some nice polos, right? But I'm not interested in that. What I'm interested in, right, is the t-shirts. Because we've got some new ones on here. They better be in this. There's the Who ones up. The Oasis ones up. We've got some band-inspired t-shirts going on that you should all definitely check out that were not, designed by Rebecca and Young Tom. So they're much better than the crap I produce. Look at, bruv, we've got Beatles ones in there. I'm just saying, you should go and get involved. hammerchatstore.com. Link in the description below. And everyone tell Rebecca how much of a good job she did because she and Tom absolutely knocked them out the park. James, good to see you. How are you, sir? I hope you're well. Everyone should subscribe to E20 Zone TV, not just because James is over there doing big plays, and he is, and that's something we should all respect, but also because I'll be on there later on this evening. So if you want more of me, which is probably a down thing, and I probably shouldn't pimp it out, James, because you're probably going to get less views because of it. I will be there. Come check it out. But in the same, just check out James because James doing bits. E20 Zone, ladies and gentlemen. I was gonna dab. Why was I gonna dab? I went to dab. I went to dab, and here's what it is. Wrestling strict with big blokes, and I'll tell you what, I wanna. You banged out the t-shirts, brother, and you deserve credit. So look, Connor's saying that, just take it in. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you know I do. Right. Come on, you international eyes. Let's go. Love you, Charlie boy. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to it later, James. I'm looking forward to a cheeky player ratings on E20 Zone TV. Subscribe. Right, let's get the suspension off. Let's get the full thing on, right? We're getting close now. We're just over 5 minutes away from kickoff of the quarterfinals of the Europa League. It's huge. It's big. It's big. It's a thing, bruv. It's a thing, and I would recommend you all stick around for it because we'll be doing the watch along all throughout the game. Halftime, G will come on. He'll get involved so you have actually someone who's smart to talk about the match with. Then, of course, second half, I'll be through live all the way until full time when G will come and get involved in his live review, where we could all hopefully celebrate a big old dub. I'm remembering I've yet again forgot to change the thumbnail and all of that nonsense. So I'm going to go do that now. And while I do that, I'll remind you all that, wait for it, where's the button I need? Patreon.com/HammerChat is a thing you should look into. It's the earlier you do it in the month, the better. It's the 7th, which is still good because you get charged when you join and you get charged on the 1st of the month. So the earlier you do it, the more bang for your buck you get. Spoken like a true accountant. So if you haven't already, make sure to check it out. Going over there's a bunch of different tiers, bunch of extra content, including extra shows, extra ways for you to get involved, shows that you can get on and more importantly, audio versions of all of our videos done by the amazing Rebecca. So definitely go and check it out if you haven't already. Patreon.com/HammersChat. Now, are we winning this or what? Let's go. Let's go. Big gaps. Come on. Right, I need to calm down. I'm getting very Roy Keane. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting overly hyped. So let's just. There you go. Logan knows. Logan, who has been on the show, Two Spanners, One Hammer, my podcast over there with Ray, in which you can be a guest, an incredible guest. Logan has always been on there. I think the second or third amount of time, something like that. Legend of the game. Smash that like button. Come on, Pixel. Come on, let's go. Where are we at? We're at 244. We could conceivably hit the 300 goal before this game even starts. We've got 3 and a bit minutes until this game kicks off. If everyone just goes ham, there's over 400 of you in here right now. If we all just go ham, smashing that like button right now, we'll get over the 300 before the game even starts. Mad. Bubbles is ringing out in the stadium, and at this point, I'll ask you for your final score predictions. You've seen the teams. You felt which way it's going. You felt the vibes. You've seen what other people are saying. Final score predictions. Come on. I'm good. Like I said, I was a little bit ill during the week, but we're getting there now. We're fighting back. You know, I've got water for the day. Something I need. I don't know if he'll be in a fit state to. It's something I have thought about going forward in shows, but I don't know if he'll be in any fit state to. I won't lie. 259. Come on, we can do it. Right. Let's have a look at some of these score predictions, shall we? Let's get to 300. Come on, we can do this. Bash the like. 3-2-2-1. All yellow cards are rescinded in this for the semis. Yes, right, exactly. So if he gets a yellow card in the next one, but not this one, Declan Rice, that is, he will miss the semi-finals, I believe. Right. 10-3, love that. 2-1, 3-1, 3-1. Noble Wimbledon penalty, maybe. Oh, guys, you're talking dirty to me. I love it. 3-2, 2-0, 2-0, 1-0, 3-2. 2-0 first half Irons. Big Antonio overhead. 3-0. Deploy them boys, bruv. Man, them will be going great, bruv. Big, just ginormous place. 3-1 incoming. Lucas doing bits. Let's go. 3-1, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. 16-1. Rice, Yarma, and Bowen hat tricks. Frederick's own goal. Yeah, you can't have it all. Willie Plays, good to see you. Looking forward to this. 2-0, 3-1, 2-1. Afternoon, Todd. Hope you're well. Hope everything's going well for you in Boston, Mass. Don't go breaking the like button. Give it a gentle swish. All right, listen. You can smash it, or just give it a gentle swish. Do you know what I mean? 8. Love that. 2-1. 4-0. Big night. Good to join Russ Nova on Legend DeVito. He's here. He's like, let's give him the good old rub for luck. Thank you. I'll take the Ross Nova as per usual. I'll take that all day. 2-1. Bowen to score. Further scored the equalizer. 1-1. Jameson. I respect it. I can respect it. That's fair. We are very, very close now to kick off, ladies and gentlemen. Less than a minute to go. Remember, I have a timer up here to say exactly how far behind you I will be, because I will be just a slight. I'll be like a minute behind you because of the way YouTube works. I'm watching it, of course, on BT Sport on their internet service thing. But if you haven't got access to that, and if you can't find a link, there's a place you can look. Scroll down, the description below. It says join our Discord. Click on that, completely free to join. Hammers Chat, West Ham community, fans of all clubs, welcome. But more importantly, if you scroll down on the left-hand side, you'll find stream links. What you're looking for. Get involved in that so we can all watch the game together. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. The quarterfinals of the Europa League. If you said to me at the beginning of last season we would be at this point, I wouldn't believe you. If you said to me at the beginning of this season when we knew we had Europa League, I would say that's beyond us. And yet here we are in the quarterfinals against a team that arguably suits us down to the ground. Potential semi-finals of the Europa League up for grabs. The teams walk out. It is West Ham versus Lyon, if you're only here for the build-up, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. We'll be now watching this through together. Stick around though if you can, because we're gonna have a grand old time celebrating a big dub for West Ham. I'm vibing it today. It's happening. It's happening. But if you're only here for the build-up, thank you very much. Make sure to come back at full time where we have the match review and of course halftime as well. Me and Gia will be talking about it. But until then, stick around, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening. I'm feeling it. Looks like he's gonna terminate him. Yes. Yes. Crapping bricks, nervous, big game. Don't mind the little delay. There we go. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that for a start. But also, I'm not even nervous. That's the thing. I'm just hyped. I'm not even nervous. You know what I mean? Okay, what would happy hammers put one eye on the Masters? I respect it, Todd. I respect it. You go. Stadium looks already rocking. Yeah, it does. To be fair, it very much does. Cheers, Val. Good to see you. Hope you're well. 2-0 has to be, says 100 Smee. Love that. Come on, you Irons. Game is on Paramount Plus in the States, but I'd like to watch it in Spanish on Gala. Listen, the Spanish commentators, man. Goal, 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 goal. Listen, you might hear that a couple of times today. Who knows? Who knows? I tell you, it's weird. I'm not even nervous right now. I'm not even nervous. I'm just hyped. I'm just, you know? Lionel Cressy free kick. I'd take that. Jeff, good to see you. 2-0. Would love a 2-0. There's a lot of 2-0s in the chat, and I respect it. I want to be there bad. Yeah, me too. What can you do? 3-1 Iron says Robert. Love that. 2-0 says Zackers. Love that. Bugger it. Gave us another goal on top of my original 2-0. Win us 3. Yeah, come on, Nibbles. Come on. Spencer's back after his huge bet. The other game. Spencer, good to see you once more. I hope you're well. Hope you're being fiscally responsible today. We need a little urgency and a lot of composure. This is a huge challenge. One of the things in the last game, I was a bit concerned about the way we transitioned from defense to attack. We need to be on point today. Rice and Dembele, the two captains for tonight's game, shaking hands now. Rice wins the kickoff. Rice wins the toss, as it were. Oh my God, the chat's going out. 4-0. Let's good. I'm on a phone for a reason today. Leo? Who knows, mate? Who knows? Good evening. Hope you're well. I hope Antonio's in beast mode today. We need that. That would be big for. I'm confident with him at the moment. You know, he's building. His performances are building at the moment. I'm loving that. Be nice to see a bone hat trick. It would be nice to see a bone hat trick. I can't lie. I think I'm going 4-0. Hello. All good, mate. Stay a bit more responsible. Fair. Probably for the best. West Ham should sign Areola. I agree. I would very much want that to be the case. Whether or not it happens or not, we'll see, but be for me. So, all of the players take the knee on the first whistle. The second one is about to start as we are here at the London Stadium. West Ham versus Olympique Lyonnais. Lyon in the quarterfinals, first leg of the Europa League. Come on, you Irons. Deploy the boys. Let's go. I'm too confident right now. I'm overly confident, ladies and gentlemen. I'm overly confident, but we've got this. I'm confident. How much did you miss? Nothing, Ionix. You're good. You've missed nothing. Oh, Mads. Leo, enjoy yourself, bro. Don't worry about the stream. Enjoy yourself. Vibe it up in the stadium. Feeling confident for us, Dawson hat-trick. Yes, Antonio to shine. I'm feeling it. Come on, you Irons. Come on, West Ham. Come on, Olivia. We got this. Dawson hat-trick. Love it. Yes. Oh. I didn't see your bell question, but what I see is we do have bells. If bells are necessary, if the chat feels like bells need to be concerned, we do have bells. We have like 4 of them, I think. I went to the shops earlier in the week specifically we got them. They're in the fridge. We're ready. West Ham winning the ball back in central midfield, trying to find a way forward. Fredericks is one of those ones where I understand why people are concerned about Fredericks playing today. Defensively, there is definitely some concern about that. His recovery runs are pretty good, but the positioning is all over the shop. But what I will say about the Fredericks is this. He's really good going forward, especially on the counter-attack. That pace could be really important today, especially against a team like Lyon, who want to control the game. It's high up the pitch. They want to play like Manchester City, like Liverpool. They want to control the game in your area, right? That's what they aim to do. They're not good defensively. That's what they try to do. And so to have someone like Fredericks with the pace just come blistering out could be a big play. Could be a big play. What's your score predictions? I said 2-0. I said 2-0. I got a bit hyped and I said 2-0. At this point, I'm considering saying 3-0, but I got a bit hyped and said 2-0. If anyone knows this, by the way, I don't have the answer. If anyone knows this, make sure to let Crosshammer know. Love you too, Daniel. Thanks for coming, bro. Trying to look for a little ball over the top to Antonio. Roll straight through to Anthony Lopez before he boots it out. Well defended, though, by Ryan Fredericks. Oh, and then the second one, he comes just diving in and takes out Hour. Really wish Heineken would Foxtrot Oscar with this. Well, listen. It is what it is, you know. It is what it is. I can't speak to it. Ben asking for a link for the game. Ben, there is one available if you want. So there is one. There is a place you can find them. There's a place you can find them. You saw it. That's mad. Listen, I see. Listen, Daniel. I tried to pay somewhat attention to the chat. I try. It's not usually super effective. Pocky Sat, yes, good to see you. Just woke up 4 a.m. Japan time. Let's do it. Let's do it. What are you, me? No, I'm still awake at 4 a.m. That's the difference. Thomas, who checked down the right-hand side, looking for Fredericks on the overlap. He can't quite get it. The pass wasn't perfect, but early intent from West Ham. 3 minutes in, they've probably been trying to find that space down that right-hand side a couple of times now. It also gives us a bit more balance. Having someone who can get that far forward, that fast, like Ryan Fredericks, gives us a bit more balance, you know. Antonio likes to drift across onto the left-hand side. He drifts out that way quite often. And so to have someone who can just occupy that space on the right-hand side, maybe give him a little bit more to think about is the thing. Oh, Lyon passing all over the shop at the back there. Dangerous stuff. Dangerous stuff from Lyon. It reminding me a little bit of the Zagreb game where we came out all guns blazing and just forcing them into dodgy passing lanes. And that was awful from Lyon. They've won a throw in from it. But my God, that was dodge. That was dodge. That was dodge. That was dodge. As far as I'm aware, again, chat, if you have the answer, let him know. As far as I'm aware, Almighty, Luke Butt is all right. He's decent. He's coming through. He's not there yet, but he's decent enough. He's decent enough. He's getting there. And Gusto's all right. He's pretty decent. He's pretty decent. He's playing ahead of Leo Dubois, who I prefer, but he's all right. He's one of those people who, like, it's a bit Ben Johnson-y. In the sense of he's probably not the finished article yet, but he's getting there. Gusto trying to whip it in that time. Not a great cross. Not a great cross on that one. They have 4 guys on West Ham Network who are trying, and Russ is eating baby bobbies. He's not. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. You know, don't lie to me, GP. You know, listen, I'll be texting Russ and I'll be asking him if he ate a Baby Bell pizza. And if he says no, you were lying to me. You were lying to me. Bowen manages to find Pablo Fornals. Little dinky cross nook stuff. Ben Rama lays it onto Cresswell. Couldn't quite get there. Nice idea. It was well defended out by Gusto that time. West Ham have a throw in a good area. Cresswell to take it out on the left-hand side. In the sort of corner quadrant is the way I've been wording it recently for some reason. He plays it short to Antonio, who runs back and under a lot of pressure, to be fair, is dispossessed by Ndombele quite well. Lyon looking to counter-attack here. But we are just swarming them. Every opportunity they get with the ball, we are absolutely swarming. I'll tell you what, they are up for this today, West Ham. Every time Lyon get the ball, we absolutely swarm them. And they are struggling to string any sort of passes together right now. Which is good. Again, it's going to be dangerous. Lyon are a very good attacking side. So if they manage to get through that swarm even once, it's going to be a scary moment for us. But we're doing well there. Aouar found by Ndombele, but it's a good tackle from Jarrod Bowen. Back once again to Aouar now. Out wide to Emerson. Back to Ndombele. They're sort of playing the ball around quite calmly here, Lyon, now. We're in a good defensive shape. Oh, Paqueta does well there. Drops into Moussa Dembele. Finds Aouar out on the left-hand side. Whips it back in. Maybe looking for Fev. And Dembele wasn't in there quick enough. just over the head of Paqueta. Couldn't find Fair on the far post, and it goes out for a goal kick. Decent. We'll take that. We'll take that. Just again, just making it difficult for them. They're playing quite quickly. They're playing quite nicely between the lines. And again, if they can find the space in between, if the swarm doesn't work, then it gets a bit scary. But that's all right. Areola takes a goal kick, slips with the big old boot. But West Ham retain possession of the ball, thankfully, with Declan Rice, Souček. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. No potatoes today, unfortunately. I wish there were, but we do have baby bells instead. But I wish there were. I wish there were. Dembele charging forward, trying to find his space. Good tackle by Said Benrahma. Just getting back well, doing well. We are massive. We are. We're just huge. Make a cup of tea. Listen to the stream while you go, and you'll find out if there's a goal. But enjoy your tea. He's not. He's a wise sage. He said. This button usually zooms in on him. What happens if I press it? Oh, there he is. I hadn't tested that. I didn't know if it was going to work, but it did. It did. Rice playing it across to Dawson. Rice playing the more defensive of the two, of him and Souček today so far, it seems. He's going to have a very important game today, Declan Rice. Very important game. You know, he's got with the yellow cards, with a team as good going forward as Lyon, Declan Rice being on top of his game is going to be very important. Him playing the more defensive of the two, I think, is going to be very important. And I'm vibing it so far. I think he's doing well. I have confidence in him. Ryan Fredericks take a throw in on the right-hand side. Looking forward for Jared Byrne. Can't quite find it. Lyon trying to play their way out of it. Someone goes down in the meantime. I think it was Ndombele went down under a challenge. Thomas Souček, no foul, nothing. Just a collision there. Nothing too deep. At some point I will. But for now, unfortunately not. You know, it's what it is. Danny is glowing, and he is glowing. He is glowing. Yeah, I agree. We're doing decently. We're doing decently right now. We're being very proactive. Hopefully that can carry on. But I like it. I agree. Played out wide by Thiago Mendes, looking for Gusto. Oh, sorry, Gusto, let's go with. Let's give it some swaz. Gusto, come on now. Poor pass from Thiago Mendes, but Thiago Mendes wins it back, and then Paqueta went for it from range, can't quite find it. I love Lucas Paqueta. You said to me, what's one player you could take from Lyon? And listen, I'll be honest with you. We don't need him. He plays in the one position we don't need. But it would be Luka Paqueta. He's so good. Obviously, it'd be Dembele. But we need Luka Paqueta. Although Dembele, injuries, blah, blah, blah. Paqueta, baller. Thank you. Again, I disagree strongly with the second part. But I'll take it. Out wide, looking for Emerson on the overlap. Can't quite find it. It's a good tackle by Fredericks, who can't win the second ball, though. Emerson on the left-hand side, looking for maybe a position to cross. Plays it back to Ndombele, he's just got a free sort of roamy role today. Plays it back out wide to Emerson on the left-hand side. Nice ball on the inside to Paqueta, who tries to pull it back across for Dembele. It was close. It was close from Lyon. Goal kick is what happened there, but it was a nice play, nice ball from Emerson. Just lays it short to Paqueta with a nice run, who just pulls it back, and that's where they are dangerous. That's where we struggle. Those balls in behind to that sort of area and pullbacks, and Zuma's there to cover it. Thankfully, Dembele gets the last touch. Short pass there. Jesus Christ, playing very scarily. But April, good to see you. I hope you're well. Welcome. Get involved whenever you wish. You're always welcome. Love that, Finley. Love that. Take that all day. You're welcome here. Anytime you want. We're at 295 likes, by the way, everyone. I've just noticed that by accident. We're at 295 likes. So 5 more, and we've flown past the target. Lopez again. We're making it difficult for their defense. Oh, and Antonio, this is a good position. Oh, just a little touch there, and we could have been through. We're making it very awkward for them when their defense and when their goalkeeper have the ball. We're making it very awkward for them, and they do not look confident playing the ball out. Their distribution has been all over the shop. And And there again, we almost got an opportunity from it. If you were to say to me how we're going to score right now, I'd make an argument for that, because they are playing a risky business. Risky business. But Lyon do have the ball in the center circle, playing Thiago Mendes playing out wide to Emerson, trying to work their way in here. Aouar. And that's the thing. They've got Aouar, they've got Paqueta, they've got nice, good passing players, good playmakers in this team. People who can do everything. Paqueta, the idea was there, but the I'll be honest, the pass was not the one. The pass was not one. What on earth was? What? David Moyes just calling Bowen across to have a quick shout. Love that. Love that. Oh, 314 likes. Bro, we swazzed past that. No worries whatsoever. We flew past that. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much. We've smashed the goal. 400. Let's see if we can get it. We've flown past the goal. And again, we're just swarming their defensive line. When they're in sort of their third, anywhere that's just a little bit beyond the center circle sort of thing, right? Center circle, we stand off. We do our usual thing. We stand off. We sit deep. We control. We look to frustrate, right? We swarm. But when they're further forward, when they're anywhere in their third, and their defense or specifically their goalkeeper have it, we are pressing like mad. We're doing really well with that as well. We're putting it in good position. We're covering the passing lanes, and we're making it awkward and difficult for them. And to be honest with you, their passing has looked shaky at the back. Shaky, shoddy, one would say. And Ndombele plays it in towards Dembele. It was a nice forward ball. Thiago Mendes looking for a big old long ball, but to be honest with you, nothing. Still don't believe a play. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird, isn't it? Good to see you, Boot. Good to see you. Hope you're well, bro. Hope things are all good for you. 500. 500 feels off the cards, but listen, it's happened before. It's happened before. Last the Sevilla game, we got like 1,000. So it's possible. It's possible. It's just not likely. It's possible. Again here, Lyon passing it around at the back, and it's just awkward. And then their goalkeeper's kicking has been... Lopez's kicking today has been all over the shop. All over the shop. And we've won a throw-in yet again from it. This is perfect from us. This is perfect from us. Thrown short to Fornals. Looking to play it out wide. Maybe for Souček, maybe for Ben Rama. Souček. He reached in there. I could see why the referee's giving it as a foul. I don't know if I agree. I'd have to see the replay, but he's reached in there maybe a bit too far. High foot. I don't know if I would give that, mainly because literally both him and Aouar go for the exact same thing. Is it Aouar? No, sorry, it's Frev. They both do the exact same thing. Both have the exact same foot height. I don't know if I'd call that one a foul, but Thomas Souček maybe needs to be a little bit calm right now. He's already 2 fouls already, probably on the referee's radar. Just chill it out. Let's not get into trouble here. Let's not play ourselves into trouble when we don't need to. But he is important in that forward press. He's been doing really well with that. Kurt Zouma, that long ball towards Dembele, just cut out perfectly by Kurt Zouma there. Looking for a good game from him today. That's a ball over the top. That's beautifully put. The control from Ben Rama was beautiful. Ben Rama in, hits it. Lopez with the save. Ben Rama, flipping heck. And now the stadium roar as West Ham attack again. Fornals tries to play it within. Calls for handball from both sides there. Cresswell controls it on the left-hand side. Paqueta gets involved with the tackle. And Paqueta loses out. So West Ham throw in a really good area. Ben Rama did amazingly there, to be fair. Did incredibly. Short throw. Fornals, Ben Rama. Looking back for Fornals. Can't quite find him. But Cresswell battles for it. Wins it. Lyon can come away with it. Aouar does well. Fredericks just trying to stop him. Fredericks' pace there, just showing, come on, Fredericks, doing really well there, just stopping Aouar from going anywhere. Every time Aouar felt like he was about to get away from Fredericks, he just turned on that afterburners and just got involved. It's good work. And then Kurt Zouma just with a nice defensive header into the path of Areola. Come on. It's good work. Good work. Ben Rama there, man. Jesus Christ. Did you see that? There was a long ball over the top to him in that sort of left-hand channel, and his control was Berbatov-esque. That was disgustingly good. To take it in his stride, to carry on full pace, just to bring it down like that was disgusting. Maybe a pass in the offing towards the end of that instead of the shot, but he was being swarmed and decides to go for the hit. Makes Lopez work, and Benrahma scored from those sort of positions before, to be fair, but brilliantly done. Brilliantly done. West Ham are very up for this game right now. Yes. Yes. Let's go. The team are very up for this right now. The team are very up for this. Being a bit clumsy. Yeah, I'd back now. Every time Lopez gets the ball, just push him. And again, terrible ball from him into the path of Declan Rice, who loses out, to be fair, to Ferrer, who does really well. Leads into the path of Aouar. Out to Dembele. This is a good opportunity for Lyon, although Dawson just straight away saying no. Puts it in an awkward position. Aouar picks it up again. Oh, mate, Aouar sent Bowen for dinner there. Wild. West Ham struggling to get the ball away. Paqueta plays it out to Ndombele. Back to Aouar again. Looking to try and find his way in. Finds Emerson on the overlap. Pulls it back across. Declan Rice is stand there. Says, cleared away. Says, That's what I did there, apparently. I went for, Oh, Antonio down once more to Fornals. Looking back from Antonio. He's there. Hit it first time. It would have been difficult to get there. It would have been difficult to score from that sort of angle, but a really nice counter-attack. Just a little bit of a ditch away. Declan Rice just pings it away, and Antonio with a brilliant header down to Pablo Fornals into the path, who then that through ball again from Fornals, just beautiful. And Antonio has to hit it first time. He takes his time. It's look bar with the block. It's a good block in the end, but my God. Throw in for West Ham down the right hand side. Ryan Fredericks to take it short to Antonio. Wins the second throw in. My God, this game has started on fire. En fuego, ladies and gentlemen. That's Spanish for mad. I enjoy myself. Do you know what? If you don't laugh at your own jokes, no one else will. At least that's how I feel. No one else my jokes is the point now. This is it. Come on, you Lions. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on. Playing great but very reckless. Yeah, I agree with that. Don't get me wrong. I agree with that. He's pushing it. Going to be a goal kick to Lyon on that one. He is pushing it. But he's getting well. We're seeing a replay of the Dawson with the ping. You love to see it. And that touch from Benrahma is disgustingly good. Augusto does really well to get back and be defensive to defend that one. But my God, that touch. El Fuego is Spanish for "we'll be having you." Yes, we'll be having you. Who would you recommend for the summer window? I really did like the look of En-Nesyri in the last game. Everyone, who's your summer window recommendations for Daniel? Well, that's a good ball through to Dembele, but Areola comes out well. That's kind of why I like Areola. Good confidence in that one. If you have any recommendations, Lob and McDaniel, I really liked En-Nesyri in the Sevilla game. So he had a bit of everything about it, which I really enjoyed. I'm not going to lie, there's probably some players from Everton we'd snatch if they go down. I don't know. I've not thought about it too much. I'm intrigued, though. Is that London gin you're drinking? It's a bit of the old H2O. My fun. What a mistake I made with that. Bit of the old H. Oh, you could see me through there. Oh. Good touch. I'm enjoying myself. Paqueta looking to try and shape a shot on the outside of it, but Declan Rice shutting him down. One of the few people who can say to Paqueta, no. He was really quick for his height. Yeah. And he was better in the end than I was expecting. He was really. I think he could work very well in David Moyes' setup. I could see why that was rumored to be our number one target for a while. Fornals out on the left-hand side, playing it inwards, looking for Benrahma to pass uncharacteristically poor from Fornals there, but he does get back and defends relatively well, just to stop the counter-attack from Lyon going anywhere near going in. And again, just forcing them back slightly, just that slow, calm pressing, just making it, just pushing them back. You know, that's all we need right now. Ndombele out to Thiago Mendes, out wide to Gusto. Further Gusto. And again, once more back to Jerome Boateng. Just that calm pressing. We're not screaming after them. We're not running after them. We're not sprinting. This isn't Gegen pressing in Klopp essence. This is just nice, good covering of the passing lanes. Gusto does well to drift into the inside, pings the ball across. We almost overhit, but Aouar managed to control it down. On the left-hand side, Aouar in towards Paqueta, who can hit him from this sort of range. He thought about it, decides instead to lay it back out to Aouar, and it's good covering from Ryan Fredericks. Aouar manages to sneak in there and grabs it. Aouar feels like that was a penalty. I disagree, but Antonio with the control down on the halfway line now has. If he can get a little bit of the afterburners on here, tried it. Jerome Boateng. That's what I'm saying. He's not completely past it yet. Jerome Boateng does really well there. Just stands up Antonio well, makes it happen. And Ndombele with a bing over the top finds Dembele. Aouar back to Dembele on the left hand side. Lyon again trying to just work their way into the box. And it's just an absolute sea of claret. It's like a central line at rush hour whipped in by Gusto. But easy away from Kurt Zouma. And then Thiago Mendes' header cut out brilliantly by Souček. Rice then plays it across to Pablo Fornals, who's looking desperately for anything there. He was looking desperately for any sort of pass out there. He had 3 Lyon players around him, and he doesn't manage to find Declan Rice. I feel like it was maybe a better option the inside, but listen, he completed it, and West Ham still maintained the ball inside Lyon's half, able to pass it around and find a pick. Just pick and choose their chance. Just pick and choose their chances. Out wide, Cresswell to Benrahma. Cross poor again. That's not where you want him. That's not where you want Benrahma. You don't want him in the corner quadrant. You don't want him in the area where he has to cross, you know? We're looking at the replay of the Aouar pen shout. He's desperate for it. He does it. Listen, don't get me wrong. His foot was definitely pulled away by Ryan Fredericks' foot, but it was after Ryan Fredericks got a touch on the ball, so there's nothing to be said there. Nothing to be said there. Almost Haller-esque. Yeah, he was faster than him, you know. He was good. He was just sort of had. I loved Haller. I really did, and I'm not going to get back into that argument because it's a controversial one. But I think he has a bit more to his movement to his game, and that's something I think would really work for David Moyes. That's something I think would really work for him. Who's your favorite Transformer? Do you know what? I've never consumed any Transformers media whatsoever. Never watched any of the films, never watched the cartoons, never read any comics, never had any toys, never played any of the games. So I'm going to say Starscream. I know he's annoying, so I'm just going to back that. Fornals to Benrahma now taking on Gusto. Can't quite. Good defender, just stands him up, says no, and then a nice 1-2, and he can get forward. I'll tell you what I like about Gusto. His hair. It's good. He flies forward with it. It's very fun. And he just kept going and going and going there. And Benrahma chased him all the way back. Zouma stood him up, and he's forced to go back in the end. But I'll tell you what, he's got a bit of pace as that Gusto. Will I stop saying it like that at some point? Probably not. We're at 338 likes. Come on. What are we saying? 400 before halftime? We've got 20 minutes? Is that possible? There's 419 of you in here right now. It's possible. Playing it around now. Lyon just looking to try and find a bit of space. Paqueta dropping deep, getting involved with them. Ndombele there finds Mendes and Ndombele. Got Paqueta again. Further on one side. Emerson on the other. He finds Emerson. And again, they're playing it. They're keeping possession of the ball. Lots of close, small touches, small passing right now, but not a lot of space for them to play in. They're looking for it, but they just can't find anything, you know? I'll put the ball in and Declan Rice can't get the control on it. So an awkward touch from Declan Rice, a rare awkward touch. Then out to Fevre. Again, it's just forced back because he had 3 players, Rice, Fornals and Benrahma all around him. Hit from range from Ndombele, who can hit them from range. You wouldn't know it if you'd seen him at Tottenham that he is actually a capable footballer, and he made his name. He made his name in the French league, and now he's back. He's trying to step up again, and he just goes for a hit from range. Declan Rice just sort of making himself big in front of him. Didn't really get any. They couldn't really get close to him, but he's pulled very wide, very very wide. West Ham 60,000 money Bangladesh. Let's go, Hirde. Let's go. Hope you're well. Good to see you. Benny got to learn to cross. Yeah, he's not a good crosser, is he? He's not a good crosser. Thiago Mendes with foul there. Oh, it was Lukeba. I thought it was Mendes. It was Lukeba who did it. All over Antonio, just bundling him. So thank you. I hope you're well, bro. Hope you're all good. Good to see you, by the way. Hope you're all good. I'm excited for today. You know, play by play is what's happening today because I'm hyped. I'm excited. There's a lot going on. It's two exciting teams. When it's West Ham against boring teams, then I don't know what there is to say. Today there's a lot, you know. Bowen pinging it across, looking for Zuma. Can't quite find it. Foul against Gusto. Good hair. I think was it Dawson? Yeah. A rogue arm from Dawson does hit Gusto. It doesn't mean it, but he does get a solid whap in the face. Again, let's say, for example, that Danny here was Gusto, okay? Like that. Didn't mean it, but it did happen. There we go. Burnley, I would say boring. You know, it's the sort of thing I'm talking about. Madman. I'll be honest. Burnley were the team that came into my mind, but I didn't want to say it out loud because, you know, I don't want to be harsh, man. Oh, Antonio does well there. And then Pablo Fornals pings out a beautiful ball to Ben Rama, who looking to cut inside in the area, is effective in looking for the overlap of Cresswell. Good defending by Gusto. But I tell you what, the pass from Fornals and the build-up to that was oof. You know? And Dobele going forward, driving forward. He's got Rice up ahead of him, just stopping him from going anywhere, stopping from finding what looked like a dangerous run at one point from Dembele. And now Lyon again just back to passing it around, you know? They feel, you know, they're playing very similarly to Manchester City, right? Where they have the possession, they're controlling it. They're just they're not trying to speed their way through. When there's an opportunity to, they'll ping it, but they're not trying to speed their way through. They're quite comfortable to just let us pass or to just pass the ball around, not to let us, for them to just pass the ball around. And we're quite comfortable for them to do that as well. Again, the styles match. The styles suit us. And I don't know if our style suits them, which I think is a good thing that will come forth front again. Hello. I just elbowed Danny. You missed it. I'm sorry. Needs to be more emphatic in his decisions. I can see what you're saying. I think he's doing fine, but I think the problem is again, these are all like these are the stuff he's missed out on today. The crossing aside, because crossing is always bad. Doesn't have a good pull straight out to Ben Rama again. He has Cresswell just waiting for it. It was an awkward play, but Ben Rama gets the ball in. That cross was better. All of his passes that have gone right are those ones where it's like just a slight inch difference, and that is that's it. We're in. You know, he's taking a lot of risks, and I'm fine with him doing that because if it takes him 5 times to put him in that one time, that's fine because he's really the only person who's going to do that. So I'm happy for him to take that risks because when it comes off, it comes off. But I don't necessarily disagree. For example, good ball in by Bowen looking for Souček, can't quite be found. Ben Rama trying to battle for it on the far side, just outdone there, and then the ball forward looking for Gusto, cut out by Gusto, Declan Rice. For example, this one piece of brilliance followed by 4 pieces of crap. Let's hope 20 attempts from now it'll be a goal. I'm fine with that. I think the ratio is probably a bit harsh, but I'm fine with that, you know? Because again, you're looking at what he does when he does do it. It's just incredible. It's just he needs to be given the opportunity to more. I think he's playing well. I would say he's playing well, but I know again that's one of those controversial things. Are we at 361 already? Bloody hell we are. Bloody hell we are. Holy crap. Every line means hope for West Ham. Let's go. Fredericks does well. All takes it past, points ball in, and it's cleared away by Lukeba. Good control by Fredericks. He had a lot of work to do there, and it just takes on Our. Again, that's what I'm talking about. That attacking side to his game makes him very, very dangerous in these situations. Very dangerous. And it's a corner to West Ham. On the right-hand side, Jarrod Bowen to take it in. He plays it short. Looking for Declan Rice. Ooh, okay. Usually not a fan of that sort of nonsense. Basically, what I'm saying is don't shoot from range, Declan Rice. It never goes in. But man hit it with his left foot there. He just sort of shaped and passed it. And I was like, why? But then it almost went in. Tried to just slot and get into that bottom corner. Lopez is a comfortable save in the end. We'd have seen it late, but there wasn't enough power. A little bit more power on that one, and that might have ended up in the back of the net. You know? Listen, if the chat voted for it, yes. But personally, I feel like it's a bit soon. But if the chat wanted it, the chat can have it. Played out now by Ben Rama to Ryan Fredericks. And this is maybe the situation where we need to be a bit concerned, where we're passing it around at the back and they can press us. Because they have enough good players and enough good positions to where if they did manage to snatch it off one of our players, then it would be big, big trouble. But we've done well with that. Helps having players like Declan Rice just dropping into that defensive area where Kurt Zuma and Dawson and like are passing it around. It would help if it helps when Declan Rice does that. Just gives you a little bit more confidence. Someone who's good on the ball, someone who can outpower a person in a run, you know. And then we also have Areola, who, of course, is very comfortable on the ball. As you see there, controls it, plays it forward to Antonio, whose first ball winning today has been brilliant. Fornals out to Ben Rama. Looking again for Antonio Ben Rama and Fornals, but not just there. But it does win a corner. It does win a corner. He tries to pull it back into that area for the arriving Fornals, but can't quite find it. But we do in a corner. Left-hand side to take. Fornals whips it in. I think it was Souček. I saw an arm go up as well there. I'm not going to lie. Doesn't quite work out. Oh, Bowen tries to hook his foot towards it to clear that one. Doesn't quite work out for him still. Seeing halftime, Baby Bell chat, maybe. We can revisit this at halftime. One of the Lyon players is down, and Declan Rice has decided to carry on. And the referee stopped it eventually, much to the chagrin of the Hammers faithful at the London Stadium. It was Boateng who was down. Boateng went down. He went down and... not sure what happened. Let's have a look at the replay. It was Pablo Fornals. And Boateng. They've both gone up for it. To be honest with you, Boateng's foot significantly higher than when Souček got pulled back for one. And yet Pablo Fornals just powers through it because his foot very high ends up hitting Pablo Fornals in the hip, who, to be honest with you, could have gone down and it should have been a free kick if he did. But Boateng ends up just sitting down. It's professional, let's say, from Boateng there. He stays down, makes it just impossible for West Ham to carry on. Look, if he's injured, he's injured. But it certainly didn't seem like there was anything to be had from that. West Ham tried to play on, and referee elected to stop the game after a little bit of time. But to be honest with you, if anything, it should have been a foul to West Ham. So Boateng's gone off the pitch and now sat down again, and has continued his legs. I don't know what was going on there, but the physio was just yanking away at Boateng's leg, and then the second the ball played on, he stood straight back up and has come straight back on again. So there we go. I suspect he's fine. Experienced play, let's say, from Jerome Boateng. Disagree with it strongly, but there we go. Just experienced play. You're not wrong, NH. You're not wrong. Good to see you, by the way. Good to see you. I hope you're well. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Where are we at? Predicted that Hammer's gone 37. Todd. Oh, crazy. Pinged forward by Ryan Fredericks, looking for Pablo Fornals. Can't quite be found. Mendes plays it short to Favre. Out to Gusto. Back to Favre. Gusto. Mendes again. They're just passing it around calmly here. And again, we're just making it difficult now. Now Boateng getting very booed into a loose ball to Declan Rice. Benrahma trying to find Pablo Fornals. That time just crowded out. So many people, not enough. So many people, just not enough options there. But he does get in and wins the second challenge. He's caused that on himself. He 100% has. Like, it just happens. I wish he would as well. We keep getting in the ball in awkward positions. I want him to drive in towards the area, the sort of the D. That's where you want him. You want him driving into that sort of area, and it's difficult because he's just not getting into it enough. We're finding the ball in a lot of places where he can only run to the byline, which is where he's just not effective. He's just not effective at all. It's frustrating. Throw my potato on the pitch. Eat the potato. We need it for luck. I haven't got any today, so we need it for luck. Emerson back out to Jerome Boateng. Striding forward, pings it. Looking for our Paqueta, Mendes, and Ndombele. Again, they're just passing it around just calmly here, Lyon. No real options to go forward or go forward in a central area, which is really what they want to do. They're not the most accomplished crossing team or anything. This isn't they aren't West Ham, they aren't us. So they're not looking to do that sort of stuff. So they're trying to pick up the ball. You know, you've got the likes of Aouar who made their name playing in a sort of attacking midfield position, and they want to have people come inside, and we're just not letting them. And again, just nice cutting out the passing lines, nice pressing there, just sends them all the way back to Lopez. But that's where a little bit more, I know it's difficult for Antonio because he's obviously having to play non-stop at the moment, but that's where you want Antonio just sprinting towards to cancel out the awkward pass from Lopez. He's just not very confident. His distribution push him. Every time he has the ball, gets someone just tearing down on him because he'll panic and boot it into touch and just win another throw-in. Instead, Lyon have managed to get up the other end. On the right-hand side there, it was a nice try by Favre to try and get in, but it's just cut out, and Dawson just plays it out to Mikel Antonio, who's playing. He's having a good target man game tonight. Good hold-up play. Oh, Fredericks and Emerson. Fredericks and Emerson just stood up against each other there. There was a moment, Antonio wins the ball. It comes back out towards that sort of area of the pitch, and Emerson and Fredericks just for a moment just flare up after Fredericks comes flying in to try and win that. Ref having just a word with them. Declan Rice comes in and just says to Emerson that he went for the ball. Emerson and Fredericks just going shoulder to shoulder there. Neither of them wanting to move. Both go head to head as well straight after. It's very Renaissance painting. You have Peter Bosch in the background, just like, oh no. It's a good shot from BT, to be fair. Nothing to be had either way, to be fair. The long ball over the top, just easily cut out by Ryan Fredericks. A little bit of pressure from Lyon, though. A little bit too much, maybe a little too laissez-faire passing from West Ham at the back there, but it's fine. Back to Areola, cleared forward. You can play it away. I mean, you know. Emerson. We just need to keep putting pressure on them. They'll have to start passing quick. Yeah. When they're in defense and their goalkeeper, we need to put it on them because they're just not there. They're just not there. Again, here, look, here, Lopez has the ball. And there's literally been a 5-6 second period where he's just stood still and Antonio stood still ahead of him. And that's the moment where you want to chase into him. Declan Rice with an awful header straight into the pass of Emerson. Thankfully, he makes the worst decision ever from Emerson there. Rice with a horrendous header. He's going to win a corner there from Lyon. But Declan, I don't even know what the heck he was trying to do there. It was just bad. Into the path of Emerson, who should have passed like 3 or 4 separate times in the run, ends up trying to hit it with his weak foot from about 30 yards out. Deflects off one of the defenders. It's going to be a corner to Lyon on the right-hand side for them, our left. But my God, like, please. Braga have gone 1-0 up against Rangers. Ruiz with the goal. Exciting. Here we go. Corner. Whipped in. Lockbar went for it, but it was headed away. Not constructively, but Declan Rice intercepts it. And he needs to release that ball quickly. Can't quite do it. And thankfully, Declan Rice gets away at the other end. And here comes Saeed Benrahma. Can he make it? Bowen's trying to make his way in, but he does win a corner. Oh, no, apparently it's a goal kick. Apparently it was a goal kick. Okay. He went to take it quickly, and the refs just stopped him there. Saeed Benrahma went to control it. He taps on the inside. Alwar was the one who defended it. You know? Thought it was a corner, but still. There we go. That's it. Pressurize him. Just a huge boot up the pitch. Just goes absolutely nowhere. Zuba wins it, but we lose the second ball. Oh, it's a good tackle from Souček. Souček just stops that from going anywhere, and then Declan Rice does the follow-up. Good work. The initial punt upfield was just awful. And again, just pressurize Lopez, make it awkward. And now Lyon again, just whoever went down there just stayed down the entire time. It's Ndombele. I think he's been warned by the referee. I'm not sure what happened there. The referee just walked across and pointed to him. Mainly because the second the referee came across to him, Ndombele started making gestures towards him. It was a good tackle by Thomas Souček. Just reaches out, touches the ball. He don't get me wrong. He 100% takes out Dembele on the over at the same time. Oh, maybe he does get Dembele first. You got Ndombele first. It's probably a foul, but still, he does end up staying down for about 800 years. And I think it's going to be a drop ball. I suspect it'll be uncontested in for West Ham, but I think it'll be a drop ball. It is, and Areola picks it up. Craig Dawson just remonstrating to the ref a little bit there. Mark, where can I watch the game? Sir, I'm glad you asked. If you look in the description below, there's a bit called Join Our Discord. You click on that. It's completely free. Hammers Chat, West Ham community, but fans of all clubs, of course, are welcome. Click on that. But more importantly, on the left-hand side, there's a bit called Stream Links. You'll find what you're looking for. Hope you enjoyed the game, bro. And welcome. Benrahma does well. They're just taking it left and right. Gusto. I tell you what, Gusto does well. He ends up finding it back to Cresswell. Again, just not enough options in those areas. But it's crossed in with his right foot. And cleared away. Bouncing about. Bowen just cuts it away, and he's won a free kick. Good work. 2 minutes of stoppage time to play. Paqueta with the foul, just pulling Bowen back there. Simple as you like. Bowen and Declan Rice standing over this free kick, about 35 yards, 40 yards from goal. Certainly not shooting range. It's very far over to the right-hand side, practically on the touchline. One of them are going to take it. Bowen runs over the top. It's Declan Rice who takes it. Headed straight away. Don't know why we ever do that, but we do. Someone explain to me someday and it'll make sense. But until that point, no. Throw in to Lyon on the far right-hand side. Get your stream links on the left-hand side, mate. Get your stream links on the left-hand side, mate. Come on now. Enjoy the game, bro. Enjoy the game. Dawson just hoofing it, looking for Bowen. He refuses to give up on it, but good defending there by Lukba. Just stopping that, just a little shoulder-to-shoulder charge, just cancelling out the run, just saying, no. And, it's good work. Good work. About 30 seconds of stoppage time left. Bowen tries to play it in towards Fornals. Back to Bowen. Just absolutely cleared out there by Halwa. Just absolutely cleared him out. And he's got up and tried to do the exact same thing to Paqueta, but not gone in too harsh. Oh, that's a nice ball through from Alwa, looking for Dembele, who gets the control. Cresswell brings him down. Red card. Aaron Cresswell's gone. Aaron Cresswell's gone for a last man challenge, goal scoring opportunity. He's pulled down Dembele right outside the box. The commentators are asking whether or not that was a clear goal scoring opportunity, but it's a red card for Aaron Cresswell. Every player has surrounded the referee here. Bowen tries to go in on Paqueta, who finds it. Finds Aouar, who just pulls away. It's a really nice pass from Aouar, just perfectly placed into Dembele. Is that a goal-scoring opportunity? I don't know. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. Cresswell definitely pulls Dembele. His arm, he does literally reach out and grab him. Is it enough to really force Dembele to go down like that? No. And I'm not convinced it was a clear goal-scoring opportunity. It was going very away from goal. But at this point, it is a red card, and Aaron Cresswell has gone off. And Aaron Cresswell is off. Right at the end of the first half, huge drama as Aaron Cresswell leaves the pitch after being given a red card. That means he'll definitely miss at least the second one, which is bad news because obviously left backs. It gives David Moyes a very difficult choice to make at halftime about what he does given left back. Does he make substitutions? What happens? But Aaron Cresswell at this point has been sent off for denying a goal scoring opportunity. Oh. And it's going to be a free kick in a dangerous area for Lyon on the right-hand side, about 20 yards away from goal, just outside the area, maybe a bit close, but they're still going to try and hit. Deflects off the wall, goes out. Emerson who hit it. It's going to be a corner. Referee's going to let that play. Emerson went for it. Just Kurt Azuma gets up and headers it. Yeah, I kind of agree. I'm not going to lie. Last corner, taken quickly, laid short. Emerson tries to whip it in, clattered away. Dembele turns, hits it, blocked. Ndombele now plays it in, looking away. Favre now goes down. This time for West Ham against him. Very poor from Cresswell. Yeah, I agree. I think it's a stupid mistake from him. Stupid. He shouldn't have done it. He was running into a very awkward position. It would have taken something special for him. He reaches out. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I think it's enough for him to go down like that? Not really, but you're a defender in the Premier League, right? You know the second you do anything even close to that they are going to pull you up from it. You know they're going to go down. And this is a team who have been going down literally the entire half. It has been non-stop just going down like that. And so you think that for any moment, you don't touch them slightly on the arm, they're going to go flying down. last ditch like that, silly from Aaron Cresswell, stupid. And now we're down to 10 men. We're down to 10 men in a very, very difficult situation. Lyon are a team who can pull you apart, who are very good going forward. They can find really nice passing move when they want to, and they have done. They have done in this game, not consistently enough, and we've defended really, really well before that to stop them getting even close to that. But now with 10 men, all of a sudden, this is a huge uphill battle. Does it particularly change the tactics? I don't think it does, but I'm interested to see what David Moyes does. Who does he bring on? He has Kufal. He has Johnson. Will we see one of those come on at left back? We have Masuaku. Will we see one of those come on at left back? Potentially. Who for, though? I don't know. And that's probably the bigger concern here is whatever happens, you're going to dent our attacking output. Does it change the tactics significantly? No, we'll still play the counter-attacking that we've been doing the entire game, right? That's what we've been doing before this. That's what we'll do after this. You sit back, you wait for it, you hold on, bang, you counter-attack. And Antonio's having a really good game. He's having a really good hold-up play right now. But realistically, man, like, it's just such a horrendous position. But not a horrendous position is when Giamatti turns up. Gio, talk to me.
Oh, I'm gutted. I thought we played all right in the first half. I thought we played well, but I'm gutted with that red card.
Yeah.
Don't know what to say, Charlie.
Literally just before I was watching the game and I had my one eye on chat and I saw someone in the chat ask, are you happy with 0-0 at half time? And I was about to click on it and answer it, and then that happened. If we'd gone in before that, I would have been happy. I would have been pretty happy. I thought we were playing well. I thought Antonio's hold-up play has been really good today. I thought we've defended really well. They've been doing their passing thing, but to be honest with you, they've been doing it so deep and we've consistently just pushed them kind of carefully, calmly up the pitch. I would be really happy. And now we've gone down to 10 men. It's like, all of a sudden it makes that uphill battle a mountain. It didn't need to be. It didn't need to be. I think it's obviously you're going to go through it on the review a bit more when you've had more time to think about it. But off the bat, instant reaction. How do you?
Not red for me. Not red.
I don't think it's a direct goal scoring opportunity. I think he would have had to done a hell of a lot.
I think Zuma's too close as well. I think Zuma could have. I think the problem is Zuma's not running in. I think Zuma almost leaves it for Cresswell. Had Zuma been sprinting in, I think he'd have been a bit closer to it by the time the foul had taken place. But it doesn't feel like a red card to me. And obviously, I know all he's done. I'm not talking about violent conduct or anything. Is he denying a goal scoring opportunity? Is he last man standing? I'm not even sure he is. I think Zuma's like in line with Cresswell. Obviously, he's like a few yards back, kind of thing. Yeah. No, I thought it was a yellow card. I thought it was a book. I thought it was a foul on the booking, and I think Cresswell did too. Cresswell's done that, assuming he's going to get a yellow card. You can see the shock in his face when he gets sent off. Cresswell's not denying it's a free kick or anything like that. He's just thought, I'll take a yellow card and bring him down outside the box. Good luck scoring from here. Red card comes out, and I say it shocked Cresswell. I think it shocked a lot of people. I don't think it's a red card. I think it's a booking. Free kick, yellow card, but. And the worst thing is, that was a yellow card, Charlie. I'd come on here and said it was excellent by Aaron Cresswell. I'd come on here and praised him for that foul. I'd come on here and said, brilliant. He's practically through. He's given him a free kick outside the box rather than let him run in on goal and have a shot at Ariel. Yeah. I would have said it's really good defensive play by Aaron Cresswell taking that booking. But since it's a red card, I don't know. I just didn't. I'm just gutted because we played well in that first 45 and we've kept them at arm's length. And now I assume, I will say this, Ben Ramos will get subbed off for Ben Johnson so that we can put a left back on. And we've just lost, an attacking. We're probably away to lose an attacking player. We're probably going to come out and try and play for 0-0 in the second half, which I would understand. But our whole game plan's just gone out the window, and it was working. Our game plan was working right up until that point. While we hadn't troubled their keeper, they hadn't really troubled Areola either. The game felt tense, and I don't know. I'm honestly disappointed right now, Charlie. It feels like we conceded a goal right before half time. It's 0-0. But
I agree. I'm going to run off and get a drink and stuff. I'll be back in a minute. Good luck. Good luck.
Cheers. Anyway, right, live chat. Let's see what you're all saying. I know some people think it was a red. I can understand why. I can see the case. It's just not for me. But get your thoughts into the live chat what you're thinking about the first half, and obviously the Aaron Creswell red card as well. But while you're here, do subscribe to the channel if you're new, and drop a like on the video as well. Charlie usually likes to get a few likes. Let's see if we can get to 1,000 or something. Like, drop a like on the video. Let's have a little look and see what you're saying. That's Coobs says disgusting call, ball going away from goal. The ref was too quick. See, that was for me as well. And this is me with contact light saying it was great defender by Creswell to concede the free kick and take the yellow card. That's how I saw it as well. Dobaki says that he feels that red cards Europa League dream over. It won't be that. It's not over. It's 0-0, but it's got a hell of a lot more difficult than we needed to do anyway. Jonathan Lim, the referee, I don't know, but he has been suspended in the past in the Bundesliga. He got suspended for taking payment for match fixing, essentially. How a referee can be almost found guilty of something like that and then allowed back in is beyond me. It seems a little bit bonkers. Once your integrity's gone, Pat Chase says, ref must have been paid off, keep stopping the game. And Fabricator sent up, he does keep stopping the game, and it's frustrating. Ben said the referee was too eager to get the red card out. Kaval says, you no idea what playing against the referee is if you think that is the worst of it. Clear red, take it on the chin and win the second half. Christian says that we've been sloppy. While Shizzle says that Ben Ram's been wasteful. Great opportunities, but little return. See, I agree a bit like that. I think I have to say that Ben Ramos looked busy, but ineffective to some points. And he's probably going to the best positions for crossing it. We've not really seen a good one as yet. I think he'll go off at halftime. Agree says all you do is moan. When all you do is moan, you look like sort of losers when scores are level. Well, of course we're going to moan. Our player just got sent off. We're gutted. We are gutted. Liam says Creswell should know better and touch him. Great forward threat, but time and time again, defensive reliability. See, the thing is, Liam, I think Creswell's assuming he's going to get a booking for this. I think Creswell knows he's going to bring him down and get a yellow card. I just don't think he expects the red, because when you watch his reaction, obviously ref blows, he's fine, he doesn't protest, but when the red comes out, you can see the shock in his face. You can see how upset he is as well, actually, Creswell. Adam says if he's fouled him, it should be a red. Chippy saying what's worse, a goal down or 10 men. I mean, it depends on the result at the end of the game, doesn't it? Stevie saying Creswell gave the referee a reason to produce a red. We're not getting anything out of him. Damage limitation, 0-0 will be a result. I agree with that. Ian says, welcome to European football. Weak referee with bias. Lewis says Antonio's been so good. Ben Rama awful, which he has been too often. The referee's not been very good either. Steve Dembele looked offside. He wasn't. We're seeing it back. He's not offside. He's comfortably on. Adam thinks it was a red. Tony says Ben Rama has moments of brilliance but needs some more composure. Craig says you look like how I feel. It's a booking, yes, but absolutely not a red. He doesn't really like the referee. Davis says not a red. Zuma was there. See, that's what I'm thinking. I think Zuma's close enough to take away the whole is he the last man? I'm not too sure. I remember it was a Champions League semi-final. It might have even been the Champions League final. It was on the verge of extra time. And I'm sure it was the two Madrids were playing each other. I'm sure it was. And I think it was a player was running. Basically, it was one-on-one. The attacker had one defender. And it was on the halfway line. And he knocked it past it. I'm sure Sergio Ramos just belted the guy into like Rose Ed, the biggest foul ever, and took the yellow card for it. But it was good defensive play. Even Diego Simone was almost applauding what Ramos done, saying like, "Good defending, that. It's dirty, but it's good defending." Harry saying the ref's been played by him so many times, which is true. The 3 times he stopped play for non-head injuries as well. Chris says seems like a bad position. This will galvanise us. Could be a defining moment. We have characters like Rice, Dawson, Antonio. Noble will be getting into them at half-time. Ionic says he had one thought on his mind when Creswell tussled him. Sharky says where it was VAR. They're just quicker with it in European football. Same with the penalty shouts. We've had one for Lyon in the first half. West Ham fans shouted for a handball, didn't they? They just check it there and then say, nah, carry on with it. Scarborough Hammer. I don't know how people enjoy European football every second. There's another one on the floor, and the ref's stopping the game. Guys said the referee hasn't got a clue, stopping the game for no reason. Then the red, what is he doing? Well, Chris says get Ben Rama off. He's a hindrance. I think you're going to get your wish. I think he's going to go off for Ben Johnson. I'll be shocked if Ben Johnson doesn't come on for Ben Rama at halftime. Bill says that Fanals looks a lot better playing centrally. He's been saying it for a while. While Nick says perhaps I could put Fanals left wing back and Johnson left centre back. Adam thinks Lyon will win, while Wacko says that Lyon has the referee in his pockets. Jamie, need to keep it 0-0 get to Lyon with fire in our bellies to batter the cheating lot. Yeah, I think they do. By the way, what I will say, I do actually think VAR checks it. I think they do. I'm quite confident in the VAR system when it comes to European football. I actually don't mind VAR. It's the English officials are really bad at using it. You see it used in other leagues like the Bundesliga. They're really good with VAR over in the Bundesliga. They don't take time to check anything. They check it while it's going on. By the time the ball's gone out or whatever, they've already checked it and said to the referee, just carry on. Don't stop the game. Whereas it's the English Premier League, they stop the game for about 3 minutes and have a look at it, and then say to the referee, go have a look anyway. It's just the Premier League's really bad with it, rather than European football is controversial or anything like it. I quite like the way they do it. Same with the Euro Championships we had last summer. They're just quick. They just do it there and then, and they're decisive. And they tend to back the referee on the field because it's not a clear and obvious error. This one, I know we're all football fans. We're not experts in terms of the law of the game stuff, but here we've got the live chat split on whether Creswell was sent off or not. Some are saying he should have been, some are saying he shouldn't be. So therefore, it's not a clear and obvious error, is it? Go with on-field referee decision. Not that we are VAR, but I think you get my point. Anyway, right, let's have a little look. Mark says the wink said, oh, that doesn't help. The wink doesn't help. It does frustrate you. Stephen said he's watching me play now. He's in on goal. 100 says on these big occasions, referees seem to try so hard not to lean towards the home side end. I'm going way over the top. I think that's a fair comment, actually. Matthew, it was a red. Anyway, you back, Walsh?
Yeah, I've put a poll up in the chat, so you should be able to see it, whether or not you think it was a red card or not, because I'm interested to see the exact percentage of what people thought, whether it should have been a red or not, to be honest.
Just thank you to Dabs for the 179. Says we should have had a free kick before the red. I can't say I know which one he's referring to.
It was the Bowen. It was the Bowen one. When Bowen flared up in the early stages, and then he tried to chase down and shoulder charge Paquette on the way back out. It was that. That was in the build up to it, wasn't it?
Ooh. See, I think the wink is what makes it worse for me. I think the fact that he just looks up and just winks at whoever he's winking, I'll piss off kind of thing. Yeah, it should be. It should be 3 games. I'd be surprised if it's not an automatic 3-game suspension. So. Unless we appeal it and win, which we won't.
Yeah, I mean, it's just awkward and difficult to deal with at that point. What's difficult is that the second choice left back is Masuaku, right? Don't get me wrong, that's what you said. I think it's true. I think we'll see Johnson come on instead and everything else. But we're playing a right back at left back at that point. And if this is, let's say we do get through in this game, there's a potential semi-final against Barcelona in which we're playing Arthur Masuaku or Ben Johnson at left back. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. This is.
Me. I'm just gutted. I can't even think about the second leg, to be honest with you. I'm just. We've got a massive job to do in the next 45. You know something? I've got a bit of faith that we're going to see this out and get 0-0. I thought we'd win before the game. Obviously, I'm not too sure about that anymore. If it was half time, 11 men, that's what we said. I'd still come on and say we're going to win. We're going to win this. We're going to go there in the second half and take it up a gear. Because I've been happy with what I saw. But
same.
I'm quite optimistic we'll get a 0-0, which will be a good result, but the second leg will be bloody difficult with a 0-0. I feel like a win was crucial tonight, but I'm just gutted. Honestly, I'm just absolutely gutted, because I always say the worst thing as a footballer is when you and your teammates all do everything right. You do everything right for a large period of time, and one guy goes and does something stupid, and you just think, oh, what we do? And it's a big individual error that costs you your team. You don't mind losing as a team. One guy's responsible solely on his own. And that's a bit like this tonight. Whether you blame Creswell, you blame referee, you're blaming one of them. Depends where you think's red card. You're sat here at half time thinking, oh, come on, we've done everything right for 45 minutes. here we are. Our Europa League campaign is just, I don't know, it's just got a lot more difficult. And obviously, as the Lyon manager will be going in there at half time, just telling them to take it up a notch because they've been probably the more attacking of the two teams.
I think that's the one thing I'll say just before you run off is that I don't think it really changes our tactics that much. The tactics are still the same.
Got one less attacking player when we counter attack.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Like I still have confidence in our defense. I think we've been defending really well. I think Johnson coming on, which seems to be the case. Looking at the tunnel now, I think I can see Johnson. That's all well and good. But it's just it's just going to make it that much more to score a goal. But Gio, thank you for coming. I will see you here at full time. If you want more of Gio Mackie, make sure to come back then and get involved in that because that'll be an interesting conversation no matter what happens in this second half. That'll be a very interesting conversation indeed. So make sure to stick around for that. But until then, it will be myself and all of you talking through the second half of the London Stadium of this quarter-final first leg Europa League tie between West Ham United and Lyon. 0-0 is the score. But of course, 10 men for West Ham now is making it very, very difficult. Thank you very much as well to Andrew Bays. Players should be fine for dining rooms and games. I strongly agree with that. But thank you very much for the dono. I need to get all of that on the thing for the full-time fund. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. And the prediction was 100% bang on. Saeed Benrahma off, Ben Johnson on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get some. Let's have a look at that poll. Actually, let's have a look at the poll. So. I'll end the poll there. Just have a see what they had. 334 people voted for 4 minutes. And the final result was no. Was stronger than yes. 77% of people said no. 23% of people said yes, it was a red card. We're in that situation now. Can West Ham get a win? Can West Ham get out of this with a point? Can West Ham get a result out of this? Is now the question. It's no longer about... can West Ham get a win? Can West Ham do this? Can West Ham do that? Although, of course, that's in the back of our minds. It's can West Ham get a result? And we're about to kick off, and we do so. It's West Ham United 0, Lyon 0 in the quarterfinals. Come on, you guys. We can do this. We can make this happen. It can work. All it needs is just a huge second half performance, an absolutely massive second half performance. We're going to have a look at probably Fornals going out onto the left, playing maybe a more of a flat three up front in terms of Antonio Bowen on the right and Fornals on the left to sort of drop in and help Ben Johnson, who has just taken up position straight away at left back in case there was any doubt, which I doubt there was, to be fair. And Lyon instantly getting it underway. They're going to want to go early doors here. This would be huge for them. Gusto on the ball on the right-hand side, looking for maybe a crossing position up against Ben Johnson, who has, we were talking about Declan Rice having to have a huge game being on the yellow. Ben Johnson has a massive game ahead of him now. They are going to target the hell out of him. And instantaneously, they are going straight down that right-hand side yet again. Tried it once, they're trying it again. Thiago Mendes on the ball, finds it to Ndombele. Can just... this defensive sitting deep, every single player for West Ham behind the ball right now. Everyone is back. There isn't a single West Ham player beyond their double pivot right now. Not a single one. Played out wide to Thiago Mendes again, who plays it out now to Emerson, choosing to try and go down that right-hand side, which is the way they went down more often last time, potentially, but always taking on Fredericks and beating him. Emerson tries to pull it back, and Declan Rice just stops it and crosses it away. This is going to be a big half. A big half of just dominant defending is what's necessary from West Ham right now. Every single player back right now. This is going to be backs against the wall stuff. 0-0 all of a sudden becomes a very good result. We probably needed a win going into the game next week at Lyon, but at this point, 0-0 is very, very favourable. Very favourable indeed. And again, they're playing it around about 30 yards away from goal here, Lyon. On the ball, just calmly passing it around, trying to find their way into that centre area. Good interception from Declan Rice. Now, Mikel Antonio needs to get it after Berners on. He does make it into that area quite quickly. Declan Rice dribbles past one. Just very well there, but then gets absolutely crowded out by 3 people. Lyon player down, complaining he still hasn't had a foul for some reason. Like, my G, please. And Lyon know they can take their time here. And instantaneously, the second they get into West Ham's half, the second they get into our half, we step off massively. We really revert back into our defensive shape as solid as we can. And that makes sense, right? We're down to 10. It's what we would do anyway, but we're down to 10, so we're going to do it even more. But that defensive move is going to be huge. Now, important for us, Frankfurt have taken the lead against Barcelona 1-0. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce the guy's name who scored. I'm not going to lie, but 1-0. And certainly a big result. Not maybe something we're not looking forward at right now, but yeah. Ndombele out wide. Fevre finds Gusto, tries to just dink it in, but easily into the hands of Areola, who catches it, just holds it, and more than happy to wait for all of the players to sort of just empty out of that area. Well, we haven't conceded yet. This is a very difficult game, Wolves, and this is a huge uphill battle. And I for one, I'm quite scared of what's going to happen right now. All right, everyone, I'm just putting in the donos on screen because I haven't done that yet. Massive shout, of course, to E20 Zone TV, Dabs, and Andrew. And Baines. Gusto whips it in way over the top of everyone. Way over the top of everyone. There we go. Thank you very much to all of you again. It's E20 Zone, Dabs, and Andrew Bay. Appreciate it. Contributing to the full-time fund. Baby Bell, we need the bell. We're seeing some bell chats. If we get a couple more, then I'll put the poll in chat, see what the people think. I did grab it at halftime. I did grab the bell just in case we needed it because I felt like that was probably something that would be needed. If we need it, it's there. Played out wide now to Gusto again. They're just sitting on top of us, Lyon, right now. Paqueta goes for the shot, can't quite manage it. Good close down from Thomas Souček. Out wide. Pinged in, good block from Ryan Fredericks. They're desperate for a penalty. It's just not even close. Not even close. And Pablo Fornal's just heading it away as best he can. Peach, the hardest working man on West Ham YouTube. Subscribe to West Ham Random FM already. Ring that bell. That's another bell shout. Again, we get a bit more. I think it's bell time. Bell and a roast spud needed. Listen, if we had a roast spud, we'd go for it. All right, I'm putting the poll in chat, ladies and gentlemen. Should we bell, yes or no? Should we bell yes or no? Poll going in chat. You have until 52. Let's say 52. Played out wide to Gusto. Into Fevre. Christ just closing him down, stopping it, and every single player is back apart from Deck. Antonio, to be fair, stayed a little bit further forward, which is fine because he wasn't really doing anything defensively anyway. And it's just Lyon are just sitting us. Oh, that's a nice control by Fevre. 1-2, hits it from range. It was going very wide, and then Dawson just punts it clear. Minute left on the poll. Make sure to get your vote in on that if you wish. 78% saying yes so far. If you think it's too early, then now's the time to make your voice known. Paqueta looking for a shot from range. It was just lifeless, to be honest. And Antonio gets the control and plays it out to Fornals. This does well. Who now looks through for Antonio. This is beautiful stuff from West Ham. Antonio charging forward. He's got so many Lyon players in and around him and no West Ham players to back up whatsoever. He goes down. That's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. To be honest with you, it's not a penalty. Look, as much as what's happened in the first half, that's not even close to a penalty. Antonio's... Oh, Fornals comes back from the replay, tries to find Bowen. Oh, Bowen's there anyway, hits it, deflects. Oh, it's in. Bowen has scored. Jared Bowen scored. Holy crap. That we were seeing the replays from Mikel Antonio over and over again. It definitely was not a penalty, by the way. And it comes back, and Jared Bowen has scored. Pablo Fornals pressurizing them. Again, that pressurizing their goalkeeper and their defense is what has been most effective. Whenever we have done that, they have not been able to deal with it. Their distribution has been woeful. And then somehow, some way, Pablo Fornals manages to find Jared Bowen in the most... It was not a good way whatsoever. Don't get me wrong, barely meant it. And Jared Bowen just picks up the ball after the mistake from Lyon's defense and just it's Boateng with the awful touch, an awful touch from Boateng. And Jared Bowen hits it, deflects off Boateng. It's in. It's 1-0 West Ham. 10 men, and West Ham have somehow got the lead. Holy crap. Jared Bowen, Pablo Fornals, pressing absolutely brilliantly, making it work, making it happen. Sit down. Sit down. Holy moly. Who needs 11 men? Do you know what I mean? Who needs them? Zayn coming through. West Ham could be potentially the only London team left in Europe. My God. My God. Us talking about the bell worked. It just inspired the boys. My God. I look at the poll. The poll has gone up to 62%. So I'll end that and I'll eat the bell now. Cleared away by Declan Rice. Well, come on. Come on. 61% of people said yes. So I'll get the bell down me now. But my God. My God. Jared Bowen. You'll go, Lyon. Good luck. We've been defending really well. And even now, when they've had literally all of the ball, we've still defended really well. Jared Bowen going flying in. That is definitely a foul. And we've gone up the other end and scored. Like I said, it doesn't really change the assignment. It doesn't really change the tactics for us. You know, it makes it twice as difficult, but it doesn't really change it in any way, shape, or form. We still have to sit, and we're still going to sit. We're still going to try and replay everything else, like try and counterattack, all of that stuff over and over again, right? It doesn't really change anything. But the silent snack. But it just makes it that much more difficult. Thankfully. Now we've made it that much more difficult for them. Come on in. Bring it. Big time. Big place. Big place. Squeaky bum starts now. Come on. No messing today. No messing. Thank you, Theo. I will do that now. Thank you. In the midst of all of the excitement, I completely forgot. There we go. 1-0. Scenes. Come on. 10 men. We can do this. It's happening, ladies and gentlemen. Mate, we scored is what's happened. We scored is what happened. No comment. No comment. And Ndombele and the ref having a big old conversation there. Frederick's also having a conversation. He's got a difficult game ahead of him, the referee, to be fair. This is turned fiery. Good throw in to Mikel Antonio, who's done really well. Really well. It's a hold-up play today. He's been brilliant. But Lyon do come away with the ball, playing it out to the right-hand side to Gusto, which I feel a bit more calm saying now. We're up again. Gusto. Pinged forward by Thiago Mendes, looking for Dembele, who just him and Fredericks clash. West Ham playing it away. Bowen does well to just nip that away from Dembele. We can't really get it away, but Dawson's clearance deflects it to Emerson. Emerson on the left-hand side plays it inwards to Mendes, out wide to Fevre. Trying to ping it into Gusto, can't make it work. And again, the assignment is the same. West Ham, every single player back. Everyone apart from Antonio, sitting back, just 2 banks of 4. And we've told Lyon, go on, try and break us down. And then Ndombele from range hits it with some venom. But not close. Praise the bell. The bell. Chested down by Ndombele and he hits it. And again, he can hit him from range, but that one always curling away. It's a nice try, but not happening. Not happening. Yes, Freddie, one. Ben Rama came off at halftime for Ben Johnson, who's now playing at left back for Aaron Cresswell. Apart from that, no changes. And the moral of the story is, don't cheat. Wait for it. Where is it? There you go. Don't cheat, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting very confident now. We're 1-0 up. But come on. Bowen's on fire sign. You love to see it. I missed the first hour. What did I miss? Well, Richard. Cresswell got sent off on the stroke of half-time for denying a goal-scoring opportunity as one of the West Ham players is down. I'm not sure who it is. I'll update you when I know. But yeah, so Cresswell got sent off on the stroke of half-time. It was literally about to be the final move of the half, and then Cresswell pulled down Dembele on the edge of the area to... We're just seeing the replay of the goal here, by the way. I haven't really seen it fully. Gusto's pass in, and Antonio intercepts it. Fornals just walks one way or the other, and he can't quite get the pass away, but thankfully it deflects off one of the Lyon players. Jerome Boateng takes the heaviest touch you're ever going to see, and Bowen hits it. Shot deflects off the underfoot of Jerome Boateng and into the net. It's beautiful work, and again, press their defense when they have the ball. They are not good. They do not know what they're doing, and that's exactly where a lot of our success is coming from, and that's where that goal's come from. Right. But Dembele was through. He was going slightly wide. He gets pulled back by Ben Johnson. It's Ryan Fredericks who's down, and he looks in immense amounts of pain right now. I don't know whether it's a head injury. It is a head injury. He's bleeding on the side of his head and the temples there. We'll see what happens, but he's down. He's been down for a long time. Yeah, and he gets sent off. Now, lots of disagreements about whether or not it was a red. The chat, when I put the poll in, said 70-something% said no, it was not a red card because it wasn't a goal-scoring opportunity. Whether or not it was a foul or not is a different question. And Dembele winked at the camera, which didn't help anything matters, right? Come out of the second half, 10 men. Aaron Cresswell obviously gone. So at this point, we've brought on Ben Johnson. It was a clash of heads between Dembele and Fredericks, which has got Fredericks injured like that. And then the goal from Jarrod Bowen. So you've missed quite a lot. You've missed quite a lot. It is what it is. Mixed feelings. Glad we are 1-0 up. Yes, big time. Jarrod Bowen, the greatest West Ham player since Don Hutchison. Major coming through with some bold predictions. Barca have equalised. According to everyone, it's just come up on my screen. It's Torres, former Man City player, of course, Ferran Torres, with the equaliser against Frankfurt. West Ham with a big punt upfield. Antonio picks up the ball, just trying to charge it towards that corner to just try and find any sort of space whatsoever, just surrounded by Lyon players, but wins the throw. Toko Ikembe looks like he's coming on for Lyon. Joint top goal scorer in the Europa League, of course. I think he's got 6. Is it 6 he's on? I think it's 6. Absolutely flying right now. Winger come striker. And they're very much there, Mikel Antonio, if you want to put it in those sort of terms. Good player. Oh, Souček and Rice just combining to try and get the ball away there, forcing them back to their defensive players. Jarrod Bowen charging this down. A huge performance is needed from Bowen and Antonio as well up front. But now we've got the goal. It helps it. Yeah. So whoever wins in that tie is the team we would face if we win. I think it's better than Frankfurt wins. Yeah, don't get me wrong. From a gameplay stance, we obviously want to play Frankfurt and not Barcelona. Lyon playing the ball around, but I would love to face Barcelona in a competitive fixture. But Lyon, that's a game away. We've still got a game and a half to go through before that's even close to happening. Lyon playing the ball around. Find Gusto out on this right-hand side, looking for the cross again. And Ben Johnson just showing him on the inside. Happy to show him on the inside. And further, an awkward touch, and Bowen gets in, snips it away. Now 1v1 with Mendes, beats him for pace, picks it up, and now he's just charging away with it. Pablo Fornals is alongside him. He's a bit behind him, but he's trying desperately. Bowen tries to play in. He's looked for Antonio on the far post. Antonio just jumps over the ball. Mikel. I think he backed out because the goalkeeper did there. Bowen does brilliantly there. Honestly, my God, he manages to get away with the ball, then goes 1v1 with Mendes and just powers past him for pace, goes flying forward. The ball across to Antonio was the best he possibly could in that situation. Gusto tries to play the ball across. Ben Johnson with a block. Handball against Gusto. I'm surprised it was given, but it was. And it looked like Bowen, unbelievable ball. Like how he's managed to do that. He was sprinting the entire time. Antonio should have been sprinting earlier. He was not sprinting. He was not sprinting anywhere near early enough. He could have been in there earlier, but he doesn't. And I think he backs out because Anthony Lopez comes flying out. Yeah, I think he just pulls out. But him and Anthony Lopez both missed the ball. Antonio should have just gone and just absolutely smacked it and damned the consequences. But still, I think as Fervera's coming off for Toko Ekembe. Toko Ekambi is on. Lyon making second substitution as well. And it's Tete. So we have, I think is Alwa and Fervera coming off? That's Bowen. Because Bowen almost managed to find a way through again there. It's Boateng. So Jerome Boateng's come off. Toko Ekambi's come on. Elsewhere, Tete has also come on. The player who's on loan from Shakhtar Donetsk due to the Ukrainian thing. Scored in his debut against Angers the other day. Whipped in by Gusto. Just Zuma cancelling it out on a shot from range, nowhere close. And then Fervera coming in off, and Tete is on his place. Alwa with a long shot, nowhere even close. I'm interested to see what shape they're playing here. I don't really know what they're trying to do at this point. No clue where anyone's playing at this point. We'll see. Lyon are throwing everything at it, going full on attacking. Full on attacking. We are at 427 likes, by the way. Thank you very much, everyone. There's 510 of you in here. Can we smash past the 500 number? We are flying right now. 300 usually the goal. Can we hit 500? Thank you very much to everyone who's everyone's liked, of course. And shout out once more to E20 Zone, Dabs, and Andrew Bays, of course, for the donos as well. Squeaky bum. A little bit. A little bit. A little bit. Lionel Messi coming with a strong... Lionel Messi himself coming down in Paris to let us know that he's better than Jared Bowen. Which I'll be honest with you, Messi, mate. That is probably true. That's not as bold a statement as you think it is. But still. Bowen looking to try and get forward. Aouar just nudges him in the back. No free kick. And now Lyon can come forward with the ball. Aouar plays it into Dembele. Back to Aouar. Again, it's just nice work, just cancelling it out. Toko Ekambi on the ball. And Dembele collects it. They're playing very attacking here. Play out now to Tete, who's going to want to come in on his left. Oh, he plays a dangerous ball in. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. There is the equalizer. It's Ndombele with the goal. Tete makes it happen. It just stood off. He's controlling the ball. Played around by Lyon. One. They went full on attacking. They brought on as many attackers as they practically could. Ndombele plays a really nice ball to Tete. And Johnson's trying to show him in onto that right-hand foot. He does. And he plays it into an incredibly dangerous area. And it's that corridor of uncertainty, the most difficult place for it to be. And we are terrible at position. We are terrible in that position. Areola can't quite get a touch on it, just glances it. It bounces into the path of Fredericks, who can't do anything about it because it comes at him so fast. And his control just ends up at the feet of Tete. At the feet of Ndombele. He tries to block it. He can't. All of a sudden, atmosphere needs to change here. It's calmed down a lot. All of a sudden, it's very quiet at the London Stadium. It needs to be reignited. It's West Ham United 1, Lyon 1, and it's Ndombele with the goal. Come on. Step forward. Look, we're back to where we were. 0-0, 1-1. Both is still the good result after 10 men against a team like Lyon. But the atmosphere needs to come back. We need to come roaring back here because there's still an opportunity here. We've seen opportunities. Since the goal, we have seen opportunities for them to actually get a goal, for us to actually score again. You know, the Antonio one was incredibly close. You know, it can happen again, but we need to be on top of it. Now, listen. If it's 1-1, it's 1-1. That's fine for us. We can take that. But realistically, it is what it is. It is what it is. Played out wide now. Onto the left. Toko Ekambi up against Ryan Fredericks. Bowen's trying to come in and back him up. He takes it past Bowen quite easily. Not a bad player, Toko can be, to be fair. To be fair. Out to Ndombele, who's just becoming a little bit more influential in the skills game as we stand off him. Gusto whips it in. Dembele looks to try and control it and can't. And Zuma's clearance isn't great, but Ben Johnson collects it and then just kicks it clear, looking for just trying to get it away. I was going to say looking for Antonio, but he doesn't really look like it. Suburban Sasquatch no away goal rule does no longer exist. It no longer exists. So ultimately, honestly, it benefits the team who play away second to some extent. But no, away goals no longer count. Nice ball from Alwar out to Akambi. Whips it into a dangerous area, headed away from Craig Dawson. Jarrod Bowen trying to get the control. Battling with Alwar, can't make it work. Antonio Bowen, so much to deal with right now. They've got so much effort, especially Bowen's going to be going non-stop. Flicked out wide to Tete. He's got Gusto on the overlap. Tete trying to find his way onto his strong foot. Finds it to Paqueta. Alwar just playing the ball around. Ndombele. Tete again. He had Gusto there, but can't get a touch on it. And it's going to be West Ham's. Tete messes it up there. 1-1. Like I say, 1-1 isn't the worst result for us. We will take, not happily, but we'll take a 1-1. Given we're down to 10 men, we'll take a 1-1. It's not ideal when we were just 1-0 up and everything was bouncing and rocking, but we'll take it. At this point, though, it's such a huge task ahead of us. And we need to, they've put on a lot of attacking players now. All of a sudden, you've got in those wide areas. I'll tell you what, Peter Bosz has nailed those subs, because in those wide areas where before you were only really seeing the likes of Gusto and Emerson daring to venture into them, you have essentially the same amount of people in the attacking sort of central areas where Lyon can control the ball, but where there's a lot of West Ham players. But they also have Toko Ekambi on the left-hand side and Tete on the right, who are just making it a huge nonsense on themselves, really putting it in really difficult positions, and it's stopping us from doing anything here. The game's paused briefly for someone has invaded the pitch. It's difficult, and this is, again, they've absolutely 100% nailed it. They've 100% nailed. Peter Bosz has nailed that for Lyon. The subs are perfect. It's a huge moment here. Massive defensive work coming in. Jarrod Bowen's going to be having an absolutely insane game. Fornal's the same. A lot of work, because they are the defenders and they are the attackers. Antonio's only really staying forward. And to be honest with you, when we're going forward, he's not even sprinting that much. Whereas you're looking at those two who are literally going full pace, non-stop, 100% of the time. It's going to be different. It's going to be difficult. Moyes needs to adapt then. Oh dear. I think we should be looking. I don't know what he could do. He could maybe change to 5 at the back, would be an option. It's can't be Drogba one's on the pitch. I can't make it over the barrier, bless. We could go. An option could be going to 3 at the back. You bring on a Diop or an Elise or something, a Soufal even to play as an auxiliary centre back, and trying to have Johnson and Fredericks being that little bit wider, trying to contend with those positions. The problem is neither of them are that accomplished in their positions, right? Johnson is a good defensive right back. At left back, he's a bit more shaky, and Fredericks isn't a great defensive player overall, right? So a lot of questions need to be answered. They're asking questions, and we don't really have answers right now. Toko Ekambi is literally just hugging the touchline on that left-hand side. I can see him at the top of the screen right now. Paqueta trying to play it out now to Tete, who again is just in behind those positions on Johnson, who doesn't know which way to send him at all. Johnson was showing him one way and then instantly tries to change to start showing him the other. I don't think he knows quite what to do with Tete, which shows because the goal just happened. Whipped in by Tete, looking for Ekambi at the far side, nodded away by by Frederick, sorry. And Bowen clears the Lions just forward. And Ndombele does well there. There was a moment where it looked like his first touch was a bit awkward and Antonio could have been in, but he does well. And now once more, Emerson on the left-hand side whips it into a dangerous area. Johnson gets the ball. Fornals just leaves it for Gusto, who does well. Second time pings it across. Zuma headed away. Big. My lord, ladies and gentlemen. This is such a difficult situation for us to be in. This is going to be a long second half. A long second half. Yeah, I agree with Neon. I agree with Meme Kid for a large part of this. I like starting 11 wise, attacking wise, they're definitely better than us. Defensively, they're not, but starting wise, they definitely are. But it's difficult. It's to be 10-man down and it to be 1-1 right now is good. But this is going to be a long old half. Tete trying to pick up the ball and take it past Pablo Fornals, who just cancels it out and then just tries to just punt it clear straight into the path of it can be who's come across to this right hand side. Aouar has Emerson next to him. Ndombele, nice pass in. It's good play by Lyon. Gusto on the right, whips it in, headed away by Bowen. Ronaldo. Cristiano, please stop hitting Suze in the middle of the chat. Not now, sir. Not now. It's going to be a difficult half. Got about 17 minutes plus stoppage time to go. And right now, it is the most 10v11 you've ever seen in your life. West Ham, barely any touches on the ball whatsoever. Shot from range, deflects straight into the hand of Areola. Not even concerned for that. Waste from them. Waste from Lyon. Man, it's just... Sorry, there's something about this comment specifically that is absolutely sending me. Fans are starting to try and sing Irons. This atmosphere of the stadium all through from Dembele there. Can't quite manage it. The vibe, it's just dropped off massively from the home crowd. I feel like there needs to be just a step up in gears here. Maybe a big opportunity for West Ham. Something just to fire up the crowd, because right now it's very, very mute. And it went very, very mute the second they scored. And it's difficult. You can hear bits and pieces, but before it was so loud. And it felt like a raucous atmosphere that was very deafening. And it felt like even when they did have the ball, it felt difficult for them, right? But now a little bit over the top there. Nice job, well controlled by Mikel Antonio, to be fair. And then tries to flick his way in. He feels like he gets blocked off. Referee says no. Ndombele finds Gusto after a failed skill. Antonio just comes charging back to stop that one, and Pablo Fornals gets involved. Beautiful tackle, lays it off to Declan Rice. There's not really any options. Again, we're lacking that one less attacker force. Made it difficult, but Ryan Fredericks with a great run over the overlap. Tries to just ping it into the area, into a dangerous place. And there's going to be a lot of that. But we made it work. We've won a corner. It's difficult, those situations are difficult because with one less attacking player on the pitch, it opens up for Declan Rice and there's just no one there. He has to wait for Ryan Fredericks on the overlap. He does manage to get there in the end, but we'll take it. Corner to West Ham on the right-hand side. Jarrod Bowen to take it. Antonio's on the goalkeeper. Souček's at the near post. Zuma and Dawson are hanging around. Whipped in, not that many people in there, but it's looked for Zuma at the back post and Lopez just comes and pours it away. And Dawson goes down, no free kick, and it's going to be a throw-in, I think, to West Ham. Can't tell. Better corner from us. Usually, I was really scared we were going to go for that front post, given Souček was there, but just Zuma approaching at the back post, and it forces Lopez into a good work. It was a throw-in to Lyon. Gusto takes it. And again, just pressurize them now. Oh, it's a nice turn from Ndombele, who in this second half is coming alive, to be fair. Listen, I don't like it as much as anyone else does, but still. Oh, has someone been sent off in the Barca game? I'm only getting the Barca updates as they happen on the screen, so I don't know. Bob, has someone been sent off in the Barca game? Can be. Out wide, looking for it again, can't quite be found. Oh, poor touch from Lukba. And a call from the crowd for a foul. I don't think it was one, to be honest. Paqueta finds Gusto. Back to Paqueta. Again, West Ham just sitting deep, holding on, holding tight. Remember, everyone, if you haven't already, to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification because we do watch-alongs every single match day on this channel. I've missed one in 2 years. Hit from range into the hands of Areola, who stops it, and then he can't hold it, palmed away. And thankfully, it's cleared away relatively effectively for West Ham, although not really. They get control of the ball once more. Tete up against Johnson, who just puts a foot in well there, Ben Johnson. And now Pablo Fornals takes his time to just play the ball into Mikel Antonio, who turned there, just battles it over. It was definitely a handball. He's pulled it back for a handball on Antonio. It was. We can say it wasn't, but it was. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, because we do watch-alongs every single match day on this channel. I've missed one in 2 years, and that was like last year at some point, and that was because work literally meant I couldn't move it. I couldn't move it at all. So come back, because we are always live on this channel and it doesn't happen without you. So make sure to hit that bell notification so you don't miss any, because without you, this is just me by myself. This is our watch along together. This isn't Charlie's. This is ours, right? This isn't Hammer's chat. This is ours. So I need you here. Make sure, if you haven't already as well, to like the video, because that helps with algorithm stuff and all that sort of nonsense. And on top of that, we are already at 457 likes. So 500 is in the offing, So if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button, everyone. But Ndombele is on the board. I'll tell you what, he's having a very good second half. Plays it in short to Paqueta. Tries to just dink it into the path of Tete, who's there. Paqueta recollects the ball once more. Tete, Paqueta. He has Dembele ahead of him. He tries to ping it over the top for Akambi. Can't quite find him. It's headed away by Fredericks. Souček, good tackle. Fredericks into the path of Bowen, a little bit too hit fast. He can't really get the control on it. It can be. Rice sticks his foot out. Thankfully, it works. And then the clearance away just ends at the feet of Thiago Mendes, who I think what's happened here is Thiago Mendes has taken up a sort of centre back position. You have Aouar and Ndombele in the centre. Hit, saved by Areola. Saved by Areola from the Emerson shot. I'm happy for Emerson to keep shooting, to be honest. It's not happening. Yeah. Thiago Mendes has taken up position at centre-back for Lyon. You have Ndombele and Aouar in the centre midfield position. In the centre midfield position, they've got a lot of attacking players on right now, Lyon. It's kind of scary. 10 minutes to go. Free kick to West Ham on Thomas Souček there. 10 minutes to go. 1-1. West Ham down to 10. Aouar with a foul on Thomas Souček, just gripsing him up as much as humanly possible there. It's difficult. Talk about bells, guys. As the bell helped last time. It's a shout. It's a shout. What does everyone think of baby bells? Supporting from Texas, Lyon. I don't know what I was about to do. That. Lyon, yes, my friend. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. No idea. No idea. I don't pay attention to the refs. You'd have to ask Gio. Gio's the one who knows about all that sort of stuff. Why do we never play Vlasic? He's quality and we're wasting him. Vlasic equals bench warmer. Is it Yarmo time yet? Lots of questions about what potential subs we could do. What is Vlasic's roles if he can never be brought on? Bench warmer, I guess, is what Chippy was saying. Don't know. West Ham pressing. Lopez all over the shop. Antonio just pushing him. Lopez's distribution has been woeful. We want to be capitalizing that one a little bit more. Dawson playing it forward. Bowen battling for it, to be fair. He wins it up against Emerson and Lookbar there, and he managed to come away with it. There's no real options for him. Souček's come in to try and just give him another option. Cuts inside. His pass in was his deflects. Bowen off. Ooh, Lopez with the save. There was a moment there. Out wide by Paqueta. Looking for Dembele. This is a good opportunity for Lyon. But West Ham have managed to get... I'll tell you what, West Ham have got back faster than Lyon have got forward. We can say that. Akambi, sorry. Hits it. Dangerous from those sort of areas, but that one swazzed way over. Very high shoulders. It's Toko Akambi. High and wide. 8 minutes left. 8 minutes left. I'm nervous. I am nervous. Defo needs some fresh legs. I would back that. I would back that at this point. about that. I feel like it's just difficult to know who for, you know? Like, you can't really take off Antonio, but I feel like Antonio is an option. I feel like Fredericks would have come off if Kufau was fit enough, but no. Rice and Souček, you can't really replace. Bowen and Fornals, you can't really replace. It's difficult. It's difficult to know what to do here. Free kick on about the halfway line for West Ham. I saw Zuma venturing forward. Honestly, 1-1 is not the end of the world in this situation. Not the end of the world at all. Pinged in from Dawson, looking for Antonio. Can't get anything on that. And Lopez easily comes away with the ball. Throws it out short to Ndombele, who's had a very good second half. And again, you just want to push it a little bit, you know? At least said it best. Everyone hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Come on, everyone. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Lee's channel. Lee does big Leeds plays. Also some fun reaction videos to like skateboarding fails and that, which I would recommend everyone watch. If you haven't already, get involved with Lee's channel. But we are on 473 likes. I'm saying it. There's a very real possibility here that we hit 500. There's over 500 of you in here right now, 510. We can hit the 500 number before the end of this game. We only have about 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go, but we can do it. We can do it. That guy looks like he has a hunchback. He's just got high shoulders, doesn't he? No offense to him. He seems like a nice guy, but he's got high shoulders. I've always thought that whenever I see him, he's a very good player, to be fair. I'd take him at West Ham in an instant, but you know what I'm saying. Laid short, and Thomas Souček just gets the interception. Can't quite get the second touch, though, and Akanbe comes in, tries to hit it towards Dembele. It's awkward. And Kurt Zoom is the one who just counsels it out. Paqueta at distance tries to hit it. Going wide, Dembele gets the foot on it. Ndombele then can't get his foot on it. Lyon trying the way in. Nice passing. Aouar cleared away, hooked away. Mikel Antonio charging away for it. Lokba and Emerson flop together, and Bowen comes away with it, plays it into the path of Mikel Antonio. Pablo Fornals is herring under the centre. And it's Thiago Mendes up against himself. Does very well, but fair into the path of Jarrod Bowen, who should have passed it first time, but didn't. Fornals does the second time to Rice, which is the person that should have been found first time. Fornals, and there's an... Oh, God. The greatest opportunity we've had. And a fan... Oh, my God. Go away, you prick. Bruv. We had the opportunity. Lyon were flying back. They did not look comfortable at all. We were making the positions happen. And literally, Pablo Fornals turns, looks to try and play in, and a fan just comes streaming onto the pitch. Good to see you, Glenn. Hope you're well. Hope you're good, bro. Bloody people. God, people. I can't believe he's done that. I can't believe you've done this, in the words of a very famous man. Oh, okay. Well, anyway. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. It was such a good chance. Tell me I did not just see that, in the words of Booker T. I haven't got the voice for it, you know. I've got the gruffness. Of course, 25 or 26 years after his famous promo on Hulk Hogan, you know what I mean? I haven't got the gruffness. Free kick for West Ham. Drop down. Pablo Fornals playing it around now. West Ham instantly forced backwards. Commentator asking a good question about security here. Like, what the heck are they doing? 2 pitch invaders now. And Mikel Antonio is going to pick up a yellow card for just a rash challenge. Anyway. And Ndombele there, and he's overly stretched there. He was never touching that. I don't know why he's trying it, if I'm being honest. Yellow card is about as obvious as you want. Yeah, good question to be asked about the security, because 2 separate pitch invaders have made their way onto the pitch tonight now. Tete on the ball for Lyon. Oh, that opportunity was so good. And now Lyon have the ball. 2 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Aouar plays it back out towards Gusto. Has Tete just on the inside of him. Instead, goes for Aouar. Short to Paqueta. He has Emerson to his left. Aouar to his right. He plays it into... We tried to play it into Aouar, but it's a good tackle from Antonio and Rice clearing. Just hoofing it clear. Antonio battling for it with Thiago Mendes, but... It's well kept in by Lyon now, who have possession of the ball once more. Tete into Aouar, back out towards Gusto. Whipped in. Dawson battling for it. Areola collects it, and Dawson has gone down holding his head there. Stoppage for a head injury on Dawson, who collided. I think it was a collision head to head. Tete whips the ball into a dangerous area. And Paqueta and Dawson just battling for it. And class of heads. Areola and Dawson doing their job there well enough, but Dawson, just a clash there. Has gone down with a head injury. Tete, it's really well done. It's the second game in a row where he's come on for Lyon and really been effective. And that was just... Johnson had no clue what to do with him whatsoever. He tries to show him one way, tries to show him the other, and Tete just more than happy to take advantage of it, puts it into that perfect corridor where West Ham are just never, ever capable of dealing with it. Areola gets a touch on it. It hits Ryan Fredericks, and then Ndombele there. It's just stood there waiting for it. Follows it in. Mendes coming off for Lyon. Playing centre-back since the time. And Denea, the Belgian, former Man City player, coming on. Centre-back. Big centre-back. We are into stoppage time now. Don't know how much of it yet, but we are into it. Oh, Mrs. Judas. My trustworthy friends, Mrs. I assume. Good to see you. Last minute win, anyone? I take it. I don't know how... We're going to have some stoppage time here. We've had the Craig Dawson thing. We had the player. We're going to have a significant amount of time here, I would suspect. 8 additional minutes. What? I mean, yes, but what? 8 additional minutes for West Ham to get a potential winner here, or Lyon in a depressing way, but it is a thing. It is a thing. We've sailed over 500 likes, by the way, everyone. So thank you very much. 508 we are on. Thank you so much. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on all future watch-alongs, because we do one every single match day. And it's going to be a drop ball for Areola here. Dembele's getting told just to move back, so he definitely can't challenge for this one. It's going to go straight back to West Ham. 8 minutes. So we have 7 minutes to go. 7 minutes to go. 10-man West Ham holding on for another 6.5 minutes against a very good attacking Lyon side. Man, Antonio's battling for it. West Ham only made 1 sub so far. The only one was for the red. Cresswell coming off because he got the red card, so we had to take off Benrahma for Johnson at left back. And that's it. Apart from that, Ndombele on the ball. Whipped in from Lyon. Dembele gets control, cleared away from Zuma. As the fans start to hear them singing everywhere we go, just starting to get a little bit louder now as the stoppage time plays out. 1-1 I would take. 1-1 I would take at this point. It's not ideal, but I would take it. Rice just intercepting that one. It still goes back to Lyon playing the ball around. Fornells gets the block there. Gusto tries to play it in towards Paqueta's ball back to Ndombele. Doesn't work. Antonio with a super heavy touch, and Denea just collects it so easily. Whipped in towards the box. Headed away-ish by Ben Johnson. Bounce back towards goal from Tete, and Areola comes and collects it. Areola comes and collects it. Come on. Happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us. It happens, Lyon, right? Every game, forever. Played out wide for Lyon. It's Gusto taking on Declan Rice and Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson gets the capitalizes off the heavy touch and just boots it into touch. Boots it into touch. 4.5 minutes left of stoppage time. 4.5 minutes left. And it's Lyon throw on the right-hand side. Gusto to take in a fairly advanced position. You're in the corner quadrant. The corner quadrant. Tell you what, this throw-in's been almost as bad as West Ham's usual ones. Scenes. Incredible work. Is that a foul throw? Is that a foul throw? He went to take it and literally just dropped it. Well, they take it anyway. They whipped to the ball. Dembele headed it over. Headed it over. This fan, I suspect this referee is going to leave East London swiftly. I'm not going to lie. Swiftly. Not going to lie. Be fun to know what happens when we get linked with Moussa Dembele in the summer again, isn't it? I suspect there won't be that good of a response. 3 and a bit minutes left. 3 and a bit minutes left. Big boot from Areola. Antonio headers it on, looking for Bowen. Can't quite find him. Battles with Emerson. Emerson with what can only be described as one of the most pathetic falls over to the floor. And Jared Bowen picks up a yellow card. Bowen's got a yellow card. Emerson's now holding his ankle. Bowen comes in. So Bowen does step on his foot, so accidentally, and Emerson has gone rolling for it, and now Bowen's got another yellow card again. This referee is he's leaving pretty sharpish. Let's say he's going to get the heck out because he's not going to be the most popular fan. Not going to be the most popular man in Stratford this evening. Pinged forward by Denaire. Dembele wins the second ball, but Dawson battles for it and wins it 3 times. Go on, Craig. Good work. Big plays. Lookbar plays it out wide to Gusto. And Ndombele's finally got back up. And Dembele goes down again onto Zuma. Oh, not Dembele, it was Paqueta. And West Ham are happy. Areola happy to waste as much time as humanly possible with this one. Takes it all the way to the corner of the box, furthest away from Dembele, who comes onto him and just stops it. Under 2 minutes left. Under 2 minutes left. Herdoy, yes. Come on. Let's go. Dembele looking to get forward, and Dawson just says, no, bruv. Dawson said, no, what are you saying? What are you saying? Dembele just trying to stream forward, and Dawson just comes through and goes, do you see me? Yeah, no. No. Jason Denaire on the ball. Back to Lookbar. Lyon looking to try and find their way forward. Just over a minute left. Now a minute. A minute left of stoppage time. The 8 minutes of stoppage time pinged in by Ndombele. Cleared away from Johnson. Antonio's touch just straight back into the path of Lyon, who cross it in. Palmed away. Hit from the second time from Denaire. Deflected. Lyon with the ball. Trying to find their way forward. Finds it out to Tete, who's had Johnson on ice since he came on. And Johnson that time stops him. Tete goes down. West Ham come away with it. Booted clear from Pablo Fornals. Bowen battles for it. He's had a good game today. Played out by Emerson. Toko Akembe. Plays it inwards. Gusto on the far side. This is the last chance, potentially. Tries to whip it in. Blocked by Fornals, and Souček's clearance just completely deflects. This is it. This is the last chance of the game. Pinged out wide, looking for Gusto. It's way over hit. And I suspect that will be the last thing that happens today. There is the final whistle. West Ham United 1, Lyon 1. My God. My God. Steve 50, good to see you. My God, man. What a half. West Ham down to 10 men. Battle as hard as humanly possible for it. I'd be interested to see the possession stats for that second half, because that was bananas. West Ham holding on for as long as they possibly can to get a 1-1. They score, but obviously end up conceding again. 82% possession for Lyon, 19% for West Ham in that second half, up from 71 throughout the entire game. 5 shots West Ham had, only 1 in the second half, and that was the Boeing one. Mad game. Thank you very much for joining us, everyone. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification, because we are live every single match day on this channel without fail. I've missed 1 in 2 years. That was over a year ago, and that's because work got in the way. Outside of that, we are live every single match day. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on future videos. Make sure to like the video as well. We flew over 500. We're at 524 now. So one last cheeky unearned like spike right at the end there, ladies and gentlemen, would go a long way. While that happens, thank you very much to E20 Zone TV. I'll be live on that later on today. So if you haven't subscribed to James's channel already, make sure to go and do that. Thank you, of course, to Dabs as well and Andrew Bass for contributing to the full time fund. It ends 1-1. We'll of course be back at the weekend for the weekend's game, and then once more for the game next week, the return fixture where we go in 1-1 without Aaron Cresswell. Thank you very much, everyone. 545. Thank you very much, everyone, and I will see you at the weekend. Thank you very much. Come on, cheers, everyone. Bye. Bloody hell, that match.